Hello, everybody, guys. Welcome in. This is episode 3 of The Forgotten Forge. Hi. How's everybody doing out there? I'm seeing some face. Good. We like emotes, we like faces.
My room is slowly disappearing.
Yeah, I've noticed that it's getting less. There's
it feels
less Maggie there.
You know, you don't realize how much a home is made out of, like the things you have and like the way you like you make it your space. And as soon as it's all gone, you're like, I feel like I'm in a sane asylum or something, like just white padded walls.
I feel that. Somebody that just did it.
Yeah.
My house is like that movie with aliens where they put all the waters out, except the waters are magic cards. Stacked up.
My fiance leaves cups of water everywhere, and I mention that movie all the time because I'm like, someday I guess this will come in handy, but I'm always picking them up and then putting them in the dishwasher.
Swing away. It's perfect. Frost going hard today. I've seen some clips, guys. I've got to say, if you make clips,
He's got his shirt on, so
but yeah, it's
didn't
true.
Go hard enough.
This time he's yeah. If you guys make clips and they're winners, they're gonna go straight over to the Instagram or to the TikTok. You guys will be able to check that out very soon. Hopefully, I've got some cool stuff to show you.
I'll take my shirt off. Okay, it's what the people want.
20 gifted subs. That's 2 luck rerolls, guys. You guys know exactly how to get those luck rerolls. It's every 10 gifted. I run a count, so I've got those numbers now. We've already had our first. Jesse just gifted 20.
Christ. I didn't realize my resident furry was in the chat.
Jesse.
You guys know how furries are stereotypically rich?
Yeah.
Jess is a very big furry and is very rich.
Nice job.
How many rerolls do we have?
That's
today?
That's two. Thank you so much, Jess. For those,
how many fursuits is that?
They got the fursuit with the like AC built into it and shit, right?
Those are nice. I've
I
seen
was
those.
say that many gift subs is like 1/100th of a fursuit.
Yeah.
They have donated probably 500 subs to me in the last month just to add random furry emotes to my chat, including one that they've commissioned that is of me.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
What kind of animal are you?
What is your first son?
What is? Yeah, I'm wondering.
I am a raccoon.
I am not surprised. You've got the kind of energy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I support that, guys. Well, that's 2 luck rerolls in. We'll see if you guys can clear the way to 5 tonight. So you are 29 away from your 5 luck rerolls. Let's see what happens. So
we're naturally lucky.
Let's kick it off. Let's see what happened last time we played.
Last time, we started in a room with Sera and her boyfriend Hal, her mysterious assassin,
ugly,
handsome, long, tall, dark, and handsome, mysterious boyfriend. And
you say long? TMI. Like what?
Heads in the gutter, guys. Heads in the gutter. Come on, let's reel it back in.
Sorry.
And we had a bit of a discussion about recent things. Sera admitted that she was aware of the person that was on his dossier. But the good thing was I thought he was planning to kill him. But it was actually he said no. It was more like he was there.
He said not right now, quote, unquote.
Reconnaissance. He said not yet or
not yet to
Okay.
kill.
Trying to figure out why
right
I'm
now.
here.
I quoted it in my notes because I was like, that was a very specific wording.
I do remember that. My recaps are always very biased. So
Can confirm.
Playing
multiple
characters
games.
during the recaps.
Yes, I'm in character in my recaps and I'm very biased. So he was not kill Ivan yet, but yes, Ivan is his main target right now. And so
Anju.
we had
I am.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Anju. Oh
Yeah,
God,
Anju,
not Ivan. Anju.
Sarah has a different.
What do you mean? Oh God, not Ivan.
he's a different type of target.
What do you hate, catfolk or something?
So after that, we cut to the rest of the gang, who was on their way to meet at the Broken Anvil Tavern.
Yeah.
And you guys tried to. It was a very long and drawn out.
We met
plan.
Idio.
You met Idio, who was a interesting guy, interesting fellow, a fellow dorm mate of Ivan's.
I've grown to like him. I'll be honest. He's
more to come on him. More to come on him down the line, but
iconic.
The plan was to like sneak out so that Idio didn't see that you had a bunch of people in your. I think that's how it went down. That you didn't have a bunch of people in your room or who you were staying with that night. So you all like had a long drawn out plan on how to sneak out and eventually got out. I think Scout went out the window or something. I don't know. Or no,
we did
Scout
not sneak.
Flew. Yeah, Scout turned into a bird.
There was no sneaking that occurred, and there was assumptions that someone had slept with someone else.
Yo, Ivan, he's back in Warforged, bro.
That's what it was, that he slept with the Warforged. Yes. Okay. So we all reconvened at the Broken Anvil Tavern and met the rest of the group, got to meet Hal, and Hal very generously bought everybody breakfast. And
so generous.
Everyone was so rude to him.
Everybody was.
And he bought you breakfast.
Anju literally didn't sit with us.
I mean,
making him more sus.
You skipped the part where we both completely blew our deception rolls or whatever, and you blurted out that he was after me, and I blurted out that I was a criminal, and we just kind of moved on. So it wasn't a comfortable scenario for me.
I threw bread at him because he was annoying me.
Yes.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yes. Yes, you all were.
I wasn't sure in that moment if you were like trying to test his dexterity or
I was like, let's
he
get
was
his
trying to see like he was
off.
chucking it at him to see if he like quickly snatched it or something, you know?
Yeah,
I thought he would dagger through it.
You just beamed him with a loaf of bread, man. Like
he deserved it.
He bought you breakfast.
Look, he was interrogating everybody, and he was sus.
He was mostly
and he's friends with the other
Anju.
person that is like the goody two shoes, who I don't trust because she can't keep a secret.
What had happened was Bub took an NPC that was like, we can't be seen together, and was like, nah, never mind. I'm just gonna fucking grill them for an entire meal. That's what had happened.
See, you say grill, but he didn't get a single question answered.
Yeah, it's true.
Ivan was trying to bang him and intimidate him at the same time.
It's even better as Ivan's like, you get fucking 3 questions per person. He's like, okay, then can I? When do I start? That's your first one. Like,
yeah, I'm
right.
just saying I was clenched.
Okay, then
that's all it really.
How about this question? Can I ask this? No, you can't ask that question. Like, oh, okay, I can't. I actually can't ask questions. That's fine.
Yeah. So that happened. He eventually took his leave, and we ended up. So the reason we were at this tavern is to get to seek your lady was our original task here, which we did seek and found a woman who was from House
Cannith.
House Cannith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is where the book's from that we found.
Yes.
Eledrin Devoun or something like that. Was
closely. That's very, very close. It's Eledrin Devoun. Yes.
Eledrin Devoun. Yes. And her employer, her patron, was having summoned us to recover a family heirloom.
The Baron.
Yes.
Do you remember the Baron's name?
Did I write his name?
Baron. Close. That's the title.
Baron Stain.
Nope.
Baron Merrick's Decannith.
Yes.
Oh.
Baron Merrick's Decannith.
And they are the direct heir. They're
one of the direct heirs to House Cannith.
And a couple of us, I think it was Ivan and Scout, offered to give up their reward to have dinner with them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But she did offer us all a large sum of money, gold, to complete this task. We have to go. It's locked in a foundry, like deep down below in Sharn. So we got a little bit of money to start to like gather items, which I don't think we actually set out to do yet. Because we were debating on how to split the money for some time.
Yeah, you guys weren't exactly like the first pick, right? Like you happened upon this journal, and just as a refresher, who was originally supposed to lead this?
lead what?
Cain's pupil.
Wasn't it Sam?
It's
Oh,
Sam.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
Samuel Geldon was supposed to lead the adventure.
Samuel Geldon, yeah.
Yes, correct.
They were working with the Provost Geldon
Yep.
to produce
Yeah.
family heirloom. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Any idea what this is? What this this instrument or device is that you're after?
Might be used to make Warforged.
It's in a foundry.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
So
Well, it's a relic. It's made of adamantium plate. It has 7-pointed star,
Mhm.
about the size of a
Sextant,
ham.
right?
It's ancient schema, caneth artificer to craft items. So it's used to craft items.
You know what? Does
What they
anybody know what a
craft-
schema is?
I've heard.
I would assume some
before.
kind of
Yes.
You used to hear it with the attic at the end.
Warforged.
It's a schematic. It's literally a blueprint.
Oh.
Somebody in chat
okay.
said it's a laser pointer to make Anju.
Oh, that's close actually.
It's my
certainly
predilections.
certainly not skooma. Yeah, schema, close. Close. No, it's a schematic, and yeah, it's a little weird that you get blueprints on 7-pointed adamantine stars, but hey, well, there are weirder things like walking, talking robots that have souls.
Yes.
Nothing to see here.
So, following that discussion with Eladrin, the lady, we decided to review the map that was given to us by heading up to Hal and Sarah's room, which also did not end well, as it was Ivan and Cain, I believe, who were eyeing Hal's stuff.
No, that was Anju.
No,
and
it's
Ivan.
Anju.
Why do I keep wanting
I
to pin
jumped
it on
in.
Ivan?
I jumped into the bed.
You jumped in the bed.
Cain
Okay.
'cause it looked
vomited blood
comfortable.
into your bed.
Yes.
Boiling blood.
Yeah, Cain did some-
Boiling hellish
shit.
blood.
It wasn't really
Yeah.
blood. It was
It was acid.
it was like
Vomit.
it was
Bubbling.
alcohol and vomit and breakfast and all that. Remember, he's been in a cave for 20 years. He hasn't imbibed alcohol in a long
It
time.
was normal vomit, just boiling.
It's still disgusting.
Yeah, there you go. It's normal vomit just boiling.
It ain't right. You know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Scientifically and morally wrong.
Feel fine.
Now,
and then we ended the episode on another interesting note, as Scout was on their way out, and they saw Idio in a room with a mysterious voice coming from the room,
yeah.
talking about taking out Ivan.
No, he
keeping
a
was
watch
watching
on him.
Ivan.
He's just-
He was
yeah,
keeping
yeah.
a watch. He was like,
He's
why doesn't
Ivan's
his
pal.
dad come down and help?
Yeah.
And he was like,
Hmm.
Ivan's not going to be happy when he finds out what's happening. If he does, he's going to be mad at me, and his dad's going to be even more mad. That's what he said. And he's pretending to be his friend.
Yes. Yeah. So
No, I think he actually likes me.
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because he's actually an idiot. He's just
He's
also
just-
being paid to track me.
got himself
Because
in a
he said he
bad
didn't
place.
want to be he didn't want to be his little bird, and he didn't want to pretend to be your friend.
Yeah.
I feel like we just sort of glanced over an event that actually happened in Hal's room where his belongings were upturned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sarah was like, "You can't look at these, my new teammates. I'm going to put my life."
We
into your
tried to
hands."
leak Hal's nudes, and
To
then
be fair, there was a bag underneath the bed.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Ivan and Anju basically were being really sus and grabbing it.
I
Yeah.
didn't do shit. I was gonna be discreet. Somebody grabbed it
Being
and then
discreet
threw it to
does
me.
not help
Yet.
the situation. It is not your stuff.
Again,
the point.
it's very obvious that this guy has it out for me. Like I can't blame myself, honestly. I'm trying. I don't want to die. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
well, still
yeah.
going through
Well, they
somebody
got
else's
caught
stuff.
trying to
Yeah,
go
they
through.
got caught.
I
and
didn't
now-
do nothing. He threw it at me. I accidentally dumped it out all over the floor.
That is not how I remember
Cain.
that going.
on purpose.
Accidentally,
Oh,
quote
oops.
unquote.
Oops is shaking the bag in all directions. How did this
But
happen?
But only
I
one
gained-
person saw the poster, and that was Scout. So
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
Scout knows.
I gathered some. I learned a whole bunch of information except for the one thing that I really needed to confirm.
It's true.
But here's the thing. Sera convinced Scout that she shouldn't say anything. Or that Scout shouldn't say anything. That they shouldn't say anything. Because for Anju's safety?
Because what people, I mean, the rationalization was like, you know, it was calling back to what I had explained earlier, like what people don't know can't hurt them.
Yes.
Which was poetic.
Sera,
not great for old Anju, but poetic.
You love to see it.
Yeah, Sera feels some guilt internally about it and is gonna struggle with that one for a while. But yes.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Having guilt.
Yeah, feeling guilt or shame at all.
All right. 2 sessions deep.
What is guilt?
I've got to know.
Oh God.
Cain, Cobalt, how is Cain perceiving his newfound allies at the moment?
He thinks Ivan's like a pretty boy who has no direction in life. He thinks Scout is really cool and mysterious, and that's one of the main reasons he's sticking around, is because he's intrigued by how she works and what created her.
Okay.
And he got to look at her inside when she got split in half. Anju doesn't trust him, but thinks he could be useful, probably has like skills, and doesn't seem to have as much of a like lawful kind of demeanor where it seems like he might be able to get him to like bend the rules a little bit. And then he thinks that Sera is probably a great tool to use in like a dangerous situation, but as far as sharing any useful information, doesn't trust that she'll keep it to herself, especially when questioned about it. Just based off of previous interactions he's witnessed.
Okay.
Bad poker face.
Yeah. Yes. That's a great way of saying it. Yeah. Bad poker face. Scout. I don't know if Scout has necessarily made friends with anyone just yet, but you're definitely you found yourself as at least temporary allies with these individuals, because at least one of them has an interest in the same things that you're interested in.
Yes.
What is Scout's perception of everyone thus far?
Ooh. Interesting. I think that Scout thinks about things in a more analytical way. So I think, I'm trying to think of the interactions that I've had. I think they find Ivan interesting because they can also shapeshift. So I think they find an affinity towards them in a different way. Like maybe the creator is like part of them and they don't realize it in a different way. Cain has an interest in the book that I'm also interested in. So that intrigues me. And then I think Sera, they were the first to the scene and in regards to that accident that happened. So I think that there's an element of like heroism or helpfulness or usefulness that Scout sees in Sera, and that Scout also likes to be part of.
Sure.
So I think that is the other side of it.
Makes sense.
And Anju at this point has intrigued Scout because they've taught Scout some new words.
Sure.
But then they have also caused some concern, primarily because Ivan pointed out that Hale was asking questions only about Anju. Now Sera is telling me I can't tell Anju that there's this poster with Anju's face on it. So I think from Scout's perspective, they're analyzing like, what is wrong with this? Like, what is going on here that everything's revolving around this Anju person? Specifically,
he asks himself every day.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Anju?
What is wrong with me? Perfect. Okay. Different question, different player. Ben, as Anju, who is your favorite NPC thus far?
NPC?
Yeah, non-player character that you've met. You've got a few of them.
Who is my personal? Has me?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, there's not too many.
There's like four or five.
It's not Hal.
Can think of a few.
Yeah.
There's Miriam Pinebridge, the owner of the tavern. You have Hal.
Sergeant.
You have Sergeant Delam. There's Idio.
Like, how is it not Idio though? Like, how do you?
There's the lady as well.
Lady Eladrin, Devout. Yeah.
Lindra.
I feel like most of the characters except for Idio and Hal, like, I don't have much to go off of other than like they're sort of pieces of the story. But yeah, I find Idio to be the most compelling.
All right, interesting.
He's just fun. He's just funny. I like.
We get a spin-off series of Idio
like
solo.
Solid himbo. Good. We love some buffoonery in this house. Like he's classic. And you know, I don't know. I like anachronisms. I like somebody in this supposedly fantasy setting just straight up talking like a frat boy. It's funny.
It's good times.
And like maybe I'm biased against Hal for whatever reason.
Sure, that makes sense. I mean, in game or out of game, you certainly have reasons.
He's a little threatening, but I maybe in a different life we would get along.
He bought you all breakfast.
I can buy my own breakfast.
It's, I mean, like we all know, like he's
shitty people do nice things all the time.
He's been introduced as incredibly handsome, and he is an elf.
Apparently
and
long.
He is long and he is an assassin. So because there is an assassin in the midst, everybody's like, oh shit, who's the target? And Anju, there's some threat there that makes sense. Ivan, who is your least favorite NPC?
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Probably Hal.
Yeah?
He's kind of a dickhead.
I knew that was coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sus.
He's full of himself.
Okay.
And I'm full of myself, so naturally I would hate that because I believe that I'm like
be full of each other.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it's like, usually the people that are full of themselves, they are critical of other people that are full of themselves, right? They're like, look at that guy. He thinks he's so cool, right? That's kind of how I think Ivan feels.
All right. I like that. All right. So, Sera, different question. What do you do when you find out that Hal and Ivan have hooked up?
What would Sera do? She would probably she would be upset. As much as me, the player, would think that's great. Sera
does Sera feel like they're in like
Sera thinks she's in
a
love.
monogamous
Is it
relationship?
June
Like, have they
Sharn?
agreed to be like, it's just me and you?
Think about like you have a romance with somebody from afar, and like you two are like talk to each other, and it's like you feel like you're connected to that person. You feel like you're exclusive. Yeah.
But you're not.
But then you're not. Like that would be pretty upsetting for Sera. I think she does think that she is monogamous, despite if I don't know if they've actually had that discussion, which is a whole other
would she
problem.
play it off? Would she be upset but try not to let on? Like that's
I think she would confront. She is unlike me. Unlike Tracy. She's a confrontational person.
Confrontational simp.
She smites.
Yeah, so she probably
cheat on me.
Yeah, so she probably would confront it head on. So yeah, she wouldn't be happy about it. Not at all.
Okay.
Bub's like, gonna make that happen.
You guys make the story so interesting, and that's all there really is to it. So I'm going to start us where we left off. The heat of the fire at the tavern, the broken anvil, casting a blaze, showing warmth, showering just about everyone that has come in from the light rain, though it is still early enough in your day. Cain feeling woozy from the regurgitation. He's exited the steps. He's met downstairs with Anju and Ivan. Sera, you have just finished wrapping up this linen, bedsheet, blanket, what have you, because you certainly don't want to leave this for Hal. And Scout, you were just passed by Idio himself. What did Idio say to you, Scout, on his way out?
He called me neat.
Did he say he had seen one like you or something like seen? Because you weren't in the same form.
Yeah, he didn't see you in your current form. He saw you as a bird.
Yeah, and this time he saw me like with my robe and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
He passed by. So I've never seen one like you before, little dude.
Yeah.
It's neat.
I remember that. And then he said it was neat. Now, and I asked like, what's neat? And he's like, like cute.
You are.
Like that.
You're pretty neat.
You are. And then, yeah. So Scout knows what the word neat means. At least what Scout thinks the word neat means.
So in the belly of the broken anvil, you hear the sounds of footfall coming from the steps. Ivan and Anju, you were just having a conversation. Cain still holding onto the end of the banister, the other arm lanced over the top of his walking stick. Despite being just 45, he acts probably on the latter half of his 50s, early 60s. It's years being crept into that cave, eating nothing but fungus and bugs. Certainly has a way on the body. Ivan, you turn, expecting Sera or Scout, and Idio moves down the steps. Ivan? What are you doing here, bro?
I had a thing that I had to do here. What are you doing here?
I was upstairs with the client. Look, I was trying a new thing, all right? Like you seeded the idea.
Yeah, how'd that work out? How'd that?
Well, he like reaches down to his side and pulls up a bag of coin. He jingles it in front of me. Seemed to kind of work out, I guess.
Yeah, no, fuck, man. And then I pull out my bag of coins because I just got a big thing and I jingle mine.
Whoa! You got like, who did you bed? Are you and he points to Anju. Like, is this a thing?
I look at Anju so he can answer for me.
No.
Well, like I saw you come out of his room, and I didn't want to think anything. I thought like maybe he was teaching you about the alchemist, the group.
I get like a sly grin, and I look over at Ivan like, "Oh, we were tag teaming, right, bro? Tell him about it."
Whoa! Yeah. Who? Yo, you hit the Warforged with the wobbly
bro?
H?
I'm
They're not even supposed to have those parts.
All that really matters. The only detail that matters is the amount of coin that we got at the end of the day, right? Like the nitty gritties don't matter.
Wow, you're just a legend, man. You're just like you're building your name. Like you.
I mean, you just said that you just did that upstairs.
Yeah,
so
but not I wasn't like do I have to like? Can you pencil me in? Like, maybe you can teach me some moves? You can give me like the Freely 101.
You want to join in on my next sexual escapade?
I wasn't saying that out loud, but now that you've brought it up first, I'm certainly considering it.
That's a great idea. Y'all should do that. I'm gonna sit this one out though.
Idio, if you just want to ask me on a date, just ask me on a date. It doesn't have to be business.
Okay, all right. So, like, look, man, we've been friends for a long time, and I am certainly not opposed to the idea of us doing things, But like at the same time, we've been friends, so we've built this like reputation, right? Like, that'd be a little weird, right?
I'm like looking at him with the like, did you just friend zone me eyes?
I see where you're going with that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we're just homies, right? Like we're friends.
Yeah, no, I mean that. Yeah, I mean
it's like it was like a business proposition. You're like, you teach me some things. You got moves.
If you want me to like wingman for you, that's sure. Like
what does that
I'm
look
just
like?
Not.
Like, did he teach you? Did you already teach the Catman?
He actually taught me a couple of things. Let me tell you. All right, cats are limber, my friend.
He seems that way.
Yeah. You ever seen cats make biscuits?
I haven't. Are they bakers?
Anju Anju specifically is actually. Yeah, he comes
I'm
from
laughing
a long...
in character. It's over. I'm seated. I can't. This is the most entertaining thing I've seen in months.
Oh, all right.
Anyways, man, who's the client? Who's the...
There's
got to be like a high name if they're here, you know.
You know, I'm not. They told me I'm not at liberty to tell anybody about that.
Yeah, but like it's me. It's not.
I know. So like they don't really give me a name. They just give me money, and then I'm supposed to report back in that, you know, Mr. E has paid his claims, his dues.
Mr. E.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah. That's sick. Good for you. I mean, hey, we're moving on up, you know?
Ivan,
if you got any more like signups, or are you just like selling the
if you don't believe him, you can try to see if he's lying to you. That's a thing that you can do. It's a sense motive.
I mean, no, I don't see why I wouldn't believe him in this scenario.
Sure.
I mean,
got it.
He's an idiot. I don't really know when he's telling the truth or when he's not. He's a fucking dumbass. No, I seriously don't think
he's got a lot of love in his heart. Okay, he's more than a brand.
Unless he like directly spells it for me, like unless he like really sells something out, like, you know.
Can I perform a vibe check now that you mention it?
Of course.
I feel like
of course.
I already know that there's dishonesty going on, and I'm just sort of bemused watching.
Sure.
How. And yeah, maybe I'll do a vibe check on old video just because I'm so invested.
Some seeds have been sown. So yeah, of course. Please give me a sense motive.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So like in your line of work, it's very important for you to understand when someone is kind of, you know, they're either fibbing or they're pulling a bit of a ruse, right? And you. While it may seem like on the surface that Idio has slightly more of a poker face than Sera might, you aren't really, you're not buying what he's selling.
I will internalize that thought.
Not gonna call him out on it?
Not right now.
Each their own.
Well,
I'm still observing.
Like, if you don't need anything else, like I gotta report. I gotta drop these dues, right? I gotta collect mines, and
yeah,
you know, I gotta pass it up. It's gotta go up the chain.
No. Yeah. Don't you remember though that you actually still owed me 5? Remember that?
Well, bro, I gave you 5 earlier.
Yeah, and that was 5 of 10.
Oh. How could you let me forget like that? You should have said something then. I could have just gave you the other 5 then.
You only had a couple. I didn't want to like take your eating money for the day. You know, I'm not a dickhead. We're friends. We're just like, I remember I loaned you it that one time, like land that client. You said you'd give me back.
You're right, dude. You're right, dude.
Thanks, Bob.
He opens the bag and he counts out a handful of coins and he opens his hand to you.
No, I appreciate that. Do I notice anything about like him? Does he seem nervous like as he's handing this to me? Can I like perceive?
Give me a sense motive.
Okay.
That's really good. I set the DC at 20 for this and you rolled a 22. You have never really given Idio a whole lot of a long read, but also in your profession, you're quick to pick up on stuff, and Idio didn't hesitate. And you're reading it, maybe it's about the way that he looks to you or how quick he was to respond, especially coming out of this private purse of his. But Idio looks guilty.
Okay. I would like to snap and grab his wrist as he's coming towards me.
Sure. Give me a reflex.
Oh. Okay. Fuck me.
It's not great. That's not great. But yeah, I mean, you managed to get a hold of it. Not before he kind of like coils back a little bit. So you weren't able to like really wrap onto it, but your hands like kind of smack onto his wrist before he pulls it. Like, what the hell, man? What? Was that not enough?
I owe you a lot of money. You don't owe me anything. You've never owed me anything. What the fuck is up, man?
He
You're
kind
down
of
here sweating bullets.
his eyes kind of trail over to Anju, and then his tongue like hits his lip, and he's like,
I'm doing this.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I was just always trying to help you out.
Yeah. But I
Both seems jumpy.
I have seen you with clients. You're not gonna land somebody for that much. No offense.
What do you mean? Like I could do this job.
All right, I love your face, Bob. You're really good at it. No, I'm just saying, like, this. It's really hard. I've only seen a handful of guys be able to nab anybody in an establishment like this. All right.
Well, I don't know. I guess I just do it different than everyone else. I'm honest with them.
Buddy, I thought we were friends.
We are
like,
friends.
I thought we were really close friends.
We are. Are we not?
Are we?
Yeah, we talked about things. And we're what do you mean? He's
staring at him.
He's confused. He's confused, and at this point, like his lips sort of like disappear. They go into thin lines as he's not quite pursing them as much as he's like borderline sucking his teeth. Just Scout, you oversee this. Cain, similar situation.
Yeah, Scout's like on the railing above because like you guys are down at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Can you not get down?
No, I'm not down yet. I have to transform to get down, and I'm just gonna wait for Sera to carry me. So I'm kind of like sitting. Imagine, I don't know what the stairs look like, but I imagine it's like posts, and you can like look through them. I think Scout's just kind of like looking over the edge, like a little Jawa through the railings.
Sure. Sera,
and like listening to the conversation and observing and waiting to hear the door open from where Sera's at.
At this point, Sera, you've gathered the linen. You know that you have to drop this off downstairs. It's pretty much all folded up in such a way that one, it doesn't really get on you personally, but two, you can drop it off to Miriam or anyone else below that can handle this. And you make it outside of the room. You're just steps away where you see Scout peering through the banister and looking downward into the open tavern below. And Idio, but Ivan appears to be not quite accosting someone, but there's clear, like reading the body language, there's some accusations that is happening in the floor below.
Oops, I was muted. Huh. Seems like there's trouble down there, Scout. We should check it out.
Affirmative. Would you mind assisting me?
Of course. She gets a big grin on her face, and she just picks up Scout.
Scout will put their hands up.
Oh my gosh, adorable. And picks them up and heads down the stairs.
You head downstairs. Go ahead.
Can't you make up with your friend later? We've got important things to do. Is this really a priority?
Yeah, this is like one of my closest friends, man. All right, I don't have a lot of these. All right, I'm still relatively new to town, and I just feel like he's not being honest with me, and like that hurts.
All of you are not honest.
As Sera's coming out, I am extremely honest, and
Except
maybe
for that one.
Yeah.
maybe if you were nicer to people, you would have more friends than just this one.
Wow.
See, that was me being
Really?
honest.
I'm in a really vulnerable state right now, and you saying that right now, both hurts more and also means a lot.
Sometimes hard truths are what people need to hear in certain moments.
And I think that you need to hear, Idio, that I can tell you're not being truthful with me. And I think that true friends are truly truthful with their true friends.
It is true. They are not being truthful. Would you like me to tell you what I heard?
Idio turns at this point and like looks over to you, Scout. There's confusion on his face, and then he remembers when he turned from that room, you were there. Scout, give me a like. Are you peering at him? Or are you looking to Ivan?
I'm looking at Ivan, I think.
Okay. Give me a quick perception.
Okay. But I am perceptive.
Holy
26.
shit. Okay.
My little robot sensors.
All right, little tiny robot sensors. Give me a sense motive. I want to see if you can understand. This is body language.
I'm not as good at that because I'm a robot. I don't understand emotions.
Sure,
11.
it's really hard for you to perceive these details, to make out exactly what's going on. But the look that Ivan gives you is not quite fear, but you can definitely
you mean Idio? No,
excuse me. What Idio has explained, it's not quite fear. It's he's pleading with his eyes.
Scout, you know something?
Affirmative.
Now hold on. Idio. One last chance, bud.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
All right, Scout. Let me hear it.
Video was coming from that other room.
Scout points to the room.
Idio looks down.
And they stated that, I believe, Dad can come down and help. I don't want to be his little bird. Pretend to be his friend. Gonna be mad at me, and even more mad at his dad.
And when Scout's reading, like, Scout's just like word for word saying what was said in the conversation. Like, Scout has no emotion with it.
Do I immediately understand exactly what this means?
Do you? If someone were to tell you this conversation verbatim, do you understand what this would actually mean? This is totally out of context, even, so...
That's all that Scout heard, so Scout is only saying the words that Scout heard.
If he just left the room, we simply need to knock on the door to see who's behind it.
Look, that's not necessary. That's...
Well, they said that you're a little bird to follow.
That's a pet name.
In case their dad comes down here.
It's a pet name. That's what they called me.
Do you also turn into a bird?
No. I don't. Am I supposed to?
No.
Well, Ivan does.
Affirmative.
I don't. I heard some like animal noises coming from your room, but I don't claim to know what any of that means. But look, man, I've already paid up on all my dues, and you're right. I've gotta turn this up the chain. So you know what? You just take it, and you can handle it from here. And where you're kind of like accusing him. You're not quite like finger in the chest. He thrusts this pouch of coin at you.
How much is it?
It's 100 gold. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I thought 1 gold was a lot of money.
Don't we need to go shopping, everybody? Just the people I needed to see. We should go.
I'm still like, I'm like trying to put 2 and 2 together.
Hold on, we're getting some money, Anju.
Give me the fucking money, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
So I'm saying, I'm reacting to seeing the money and being like, all right, let's.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you take your friend's money and let's go?
Look, I'm sorry.
Something to do.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry. Because a sorry person would tell me the fucking truth.
I can't.
You can't.
Do you have a blood pact?
I don't. Who keeps like a pack of blood? That's not.
Did you sign
sanitary.
anything with your blood?
No. Why would I? No, I keep my blood in my body. No, I can't. They said I couldn't.
Get the fuck out of here, man. And I just swiped the pouch from him. Turned my back to him.
Sure. Give me a perception, please, as you grab onto this pouch. Ivan, it takes a moment. You say this to him, and he walks away. His head noticeably hung. Sorry, man. Sorry. The door rings tightly behind. He's noticeably upset. Everyone can read this. This isn't a quiet thing. The pouch itself, it's not common tatters, right? This is quality. It's a felt pouch. And the color is fairly unique. It's a house color. It's an elven house color. The Freely house.
Just, I let out a big sigh. Whew. Well, I'm glad he's gone, huh, guys? Whew. And I go to, like, get daps from Anju almost, you know, like, reach out my hand to, like, on a job well done.
I'm just kind of... I'll offer a fist bump in return.
All in the day's work, my man. Am I right?
Yeah.
All in the day's work.
I'm just...
That
it's
was
so
very awkward.
So nice to see.
Did you buy that? Did you get?
Nice
Yeah, I'm not
to
actually
see.
upset. I don't really fucking care about him. I just knew that I could get shit from him.
It's just so refreshing to see that kind of like honesty and trust among friends, you know?
Yeah. No,
honor among thieves, am I right?
Right. No, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I fucking...
Friend seems
It's
real
annoying
chill.
that he won't tell me the truth, and, like, I should hold it in the bag. This is for my fucking dad. He's having him watch me. Like, this is classic dad shit. But my dad's fucking rich. So if I can, you know, do shit like this, then ipso facto, you know?
Anju, Cain, from your angles of where you're at, if you're not immediately trained on Ivan, and Ivan's sort of entertaining this circle, where you're standing, you can peer back over to the actual, the bar, and Miriam is there. She has one hand up, like her elbow rested on the bar and under her chin, and she's just shaking her head. There is judgment in those eyes. May have been a long time since you've seen a mother's eyes judging, but there is judgment in those eyes. Do either of you say anything, or do you just move on with the conversation?
Well, we just noticed the bartender's just disappointed in Ivan. Is that what?
It's
Wait,
sort
I
of.
notice it?
Well, I mean, it depends if you are peering past your immediate group.
No, I wouldn't say that I am.
Okay.
He kind of doesn't care about.
I also
any
don't
of
give a
that.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he's internalized in it. He's taken note of things.
Sure.
Like he thinks like Ivan's has a very interesting personality, but
Scout and Sera, perceptions. This is sound based.
Okay. 20. 30-20 though.
Holy.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Ooh, nat
Scout,
20 though.
Scout and Sera, you'll definitely hear this. The others probably will struggle to catch up on this just because of the overzealousness, the confidence in Ivan's voice as he's saying these things. He's kind of laughing it off. You hear the halfling behind the bar leap down, and as she's walking away, you hear her say, "Bleeding idiot."
Do I know who she's referring to?
Without further context of this situation, it could be referring to any of you or Idio.
Okay. Then Scout will make assumptions of what Scout thinks.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Sera will note it, but not confront it.
Sure. Miriam steps out. She seems to be cleaning off some tables, minding her own. This leaves the open air for the rest of you. Whatever you guys want to do from here.
All right. I'm fucking rich. Let's go buy some shit, yeah?
What are we going to buy?
We need something to start a fire. We probably need some shit to climb. And any fun trinkets and weapons that you can find that seems fun and appealing to you.
what smells so bad?
All right.
What smells?
Is it not you?
Oh, no, it's something else.
So something else in addition to you, what you're saying.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to change those sheets so quickly.
Yes, the bedding that you vomited on, that I have to sleep in.
I feel much better now.
I'm glad that you feel better.
Oh, great.
Yes, well,
we're not bringing those along with us, are we? They're not your special sheets or something.
No, those are your new robes.
Yeah, you actually have to wear those. That's that's Sharn culture.
Ha ha ha! Humor. I've missed that.
Do not
Apparently,
worry.
alcohol is something you've missed too.
Sometimes I leak oil.
Thank you for sharing, Scout.
If
Only
you'll
natural.
You're welcome.
I'm going to make sure that I can get these cleaned. If you'll excuse me for a moment, and then we can be on our way.
Sounds like a plan.
Wonderful.
Is the bartender still behind the bar? Can I go grab a quick cup of coffee to go?
She's not behind the bar, and they don't exactly have styrofoam cups on the ready.
I missed my chance.
I mean, she's walking around, right? She's prepared. Yeah. She's walking around. I imagine you see Sera move up to Miriam, and she's cleaning off the table. She's kind of hopped on one of the stools, large wipes across this table to brush away any crumbs, anything of that nature. Sera, you found her. Go ahead, Anju.
I'll flag her down and be like, "Hey, can I get one more cup of coffee, please?"
She casts you a nod. It's just a moment.
Take your time.
Thought we were
I'll just go sit by the bar. I'll make it quick. All right.
Just fill up your water skin or something.
Sitting around waiting for this guy to propose to his homie. All right.
Sera, as you approach Miriam to drop off your linen, she's the house matron, so she cares for these things. Before you get near, you see her head turn quickly with a deep snort. Oh, it's tossed and awful. Why?
It was not I.
Oh.
Somebody thought it would be funny to play a prank in my room.
She points in the fire. No, that's terrible.
I would agree, and Sera throws it straight into the furnace.
What room? I'll have more up.
Just room 305 upstairs.
There's only 6 rooms.
3 or 5.
3 or 5.
I'll have one brought to both. Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that you? Did you make that malignant odor?
Whoever did this must think it's a funny joke. It was not I.
Oh, well, don't let them back in the room.
Yes, we best be watching out for pranksters around here.
I have to do anything else now. And she steps as far away from the fire as she possibly can.
I'm sorry, Miriam. Deeply apologize for this. And Sera steps away.
Smells like burning hair. Terrible.
And Sera goes back to go, look what you did to Cain. Look at her.
He's hungry again, so he's picking up random rolls off the tables that have been left. Half-eaten food, just
from plates that are left she hasn't gotten around to yet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Got
leftovers.
Got it.
It's not my fault. That ale must have been poisoned.
Or you just haven't had alcohol in 20 years, bud.
You drank the whole bottle. I tasted that shit.
Yes,
it's on you, bud.
The fault may lie with me.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just waiting patiently at the bar.
Miriam pushes off a short
doing one of
stab
these with my
coffee.
robes.
Aye, that's bad. It's bad. You drank the whole thing. We call it pine tar. It's supposed to line your stomach.
I did, and then I ejected everything in my stomach after it was lined.
Weak fortitude.
The young ones, isn't it, Miriam? The young ones, right?
Always.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you casting judgment, you bleeding idiot?
Excuse me?
You just You made your only friend feel bad.
That's your only friend?
It's his only friend.
No, he's not my only friend. I have other friends. Not many.
Just because you strike up the occasional conversation with Sergeant Dolem doesn't mean he's your friend.
I thought you were my friend, Miriam.
I am your patron. I serve you food. You pay me. When you have it, and guess what? You happen to have quite a lot now, don't you?
Seems awfully parasocial if that's our only relationship.
I run a tavern. It's not a friendship circle.
I just thought that, like, you know, if we saw each other at a shop, that we could, like, exchange pleasantries and, like...
Briefly, and then you'd come back here and try to weasel more food out of me.
And it would work.
It stopped working.
A sorry person would tell the truth.
So, he is
Are you
hired by my
quoting
dad
him?
to follow me and pretend to be my friend.
Affirmative.
He's not really, like... He was playing me, so I played him.
And he feels bad about it. He comes
Just
to
like
the bar.
friends do.
He comes to the bar to drink every time. He feels terrible about it. You could have just
Why
asked
does
him
he-
that.
Oh, did you already know that, Miriam?
I did, Miriam!
I didn't know who he was meeting, but nobody orders as much alcohol as him and feels quite comfortable with the situations and decisions they've been offered.
How long have you known this guy, Miriam?
Which boy? The dumb boy in front of me or the dumb boy that left hurriedly so moments prior?
The one that's still here.
Long enough
You
to
do
know
not
that he's an
appear to
idiot.
be bleeding.
Miriam, I'm right here. And I am the one 100 gold richer.
What did
And?
what did Miriam say? I didn't hear.
She says, basically says long enough.
And I can go buy myself a friend.
Can you?
That's how that works.
You starting here with ease, especially after the way you
Trust
talk to
me.
him. Can't imagine they're too impressed with the caliber of person you are.
Wonder why my dad follows me, you know?
One of these days, you'll think outside yourself. One of these days. And when that happens,
Has his uses.
hopefully it's not a bit of a rye smack.
Well, ain't this the last time I come here and sit down at your bar, Miriam?
I'll see you in a week. When you've spent all of your money, you'll come back here, and I'll happily feed you. Because I can't let someone go hungry, even if they are a bleeding idiot.
I'm not bleeding.
Affirmative.
Well-
they are not bleeding.
It's an expression, Scout.
Yeah, well, I'm expressing sadness right now, so why don't you shut the fuck up, Anju?
Well,
Excuse me. I'm just gonna sip my fucking coffee.
This has been a lovely conversation. I think it's time we begin to head out and make our way.
What time is it?
We are going shopping.
It's probably just after lunchtime.
Yes.
We just haven't been outside, so, like, I'm always worried about it.
Yeah, sure.
right?
You've got an easy 8 hours. Before you head out, she yells out, like, hand over mouth, "Go tell him you're sorry! He feels bad enough!
Why don't you tell me you're sorry?
I'm not sorry!
Being
I said what
such
I
a-
said!
Blunt cunt.
It's the old ones, remember?
And I'm the young ones.
No secrets there. Likely
Thank
is
you
the
for the-
only person that cares for Ivan in this whole place outside of Idio.
I'll pay for my coffee and
Yes, I'll.
The
tip
coffee's been
100%
paid
or
for. The
whatever.
coffee's been paid for. Go on.
Thank
was
you so
compliments-
much, Miriam. You
Just
seem very
compliments
nice.
of the handsome
Have a
elf
great
that you
day.
scared off.
Fuck, and then I like insist that she takes my money. Like,
She's not gonna like.
No,
you don't have to
I've
force
got
her.
this
She's-
one.
Okay, got it.
I've got this one. Thank you.
I was going to leave a coin, but that's enough, I think.
She steps off before anyone else can say anything to her. I have to replace those linen. That was awful, awful. And she steps away into the back. She disappears.
All right. Well,
To the market, shall we?
yes.
To the mall.
To the
Or
mall,
market.
to the market. You're basically, this is where we're not going to worry about entering into a market scene here. If there are
Sure.
things, belongings that you need, you can just pick those up from the book. We talked about this last time. Unless you want to have a very like a particular scene with a character then we can establish that then. But that's kind of your call.
I assume the market's very busy.
It's bustling most of the time at this point, because it's not immediately in Upper City. You have to step down a level. There's a lot of overhangs and bridges that sort of block some of the light rain that's coming through. And the thing is, it's never really raining that much. Skyway itself has waterfalls that continuously makes water that runs down into the center of Sharn before it hits the bayside. So a lot of that is just water that's falling from this highest upper echelon.
If we're skipping the interaction in the market, like as far as like what we're like actually buying, we're not going to roleplay that out. If the market is super busy, Cain would try to like make a list of things and give it to one of them and ask them to pick it up, and he'd wait outside of like the busy area where it's more quiet.
Sure, not a problem. Who would you give that to? Just curious.
Probably Sera.
Yeah, that's about right.
Ironically.
This makes sense.
That is the correct answer.
Sera,
anyone but me.
You're given a scribed list. It is a little difficult to make out.
It's like just illegible.
You're not even sure where he produced this paper from, or the ink or quill. He doesn't seem to have a lot of belongings on him, but he managed to muster. What sort of things is on this list?
Backpack, sewing needle, water skin, rations, parchment, a bedroll, some torches.
An adventurer's, standard adventurer's pack type. Yes. I can acquire this for you, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, please. I'll wait here. Where it's more quiet.
Sure. Does anybody else need me to take their shopping lists?
I mean,
if you're offering.
No, I mean, I'm always up for talking to people.
I didn't come out of game. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to buy.
I mean, it's whatever you feel like your character would need in order to survive in an adventure.
Yeah, we're going on an adventure. So anything that you think you would need.
Okay.
Like some rope.
Don't have anything.
I don't have any rope. If we're gonna powwow out of character for crap we need, we definitely need someone with some rope. Everybody's gonna need rations in case we get stuck somewhere overnight. So okay, you don't. We could always eat Ivan if we get really desperate.
Oh, true.
I was thinking a health potion or two, just in case.
Oh yeah. I don't know how expensive those are, but Ivan's
they're expensive.
Loaded.
They're like 50 gold a piece or something.
He's like, fuck you.
How much gold do we have?
50 gold a piece?
Potions potions are naturally very expensive. I mean, it's quite literally bottled magic. But in this case, because it is a world that I live in, one of the homebrew operations that I have is that potions, divine magic is readily available. It is very, very common for this sort of thing to make it around, but it's still expensive to the common man. The common man would not be able to afford a health potion in a normal pinch whatsoever. It would be like 2, maybe 3 years salary to your peasant. But a cure light potion is 25 gold, and every denomination higher, so if you go to a cure moderate, is 50 gold, cure serious, 75, cure critical is 100 gold. Whereas in a typical tabletop game, you're looking at hundreds of gold.
How much do we have? That's my first question.
Depends on if Ivan is sharing his 100 gold bounty that he collected off of the homie.
It's rough. Without that, it's roughly what? It's like we're splitting 100, wasn't it?
Between 4 necessary individuals, yes.
And I have 18 instead of 20 because of the bugs and something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 18. So it's like 20 each, and then the extra 100 that he has from his dad. Yeah. Is that right?
Sounds fairly accurate. I mean, Scout doesn't need
money,
right?
I have nothing, so I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, right. Scout.
So you're splitting 125. So it's 25 each.
Sure.
So then each of you gain 25 gold, and we know now that Ivan has an extra 100 gold. So it's It's entirely up to whatever you guys want. So it sounds like we know what Cobalt wants, what Cobalt needs for his character.
Yeah, and the stuff that Cobalt wants you should be able to afford.
Yeah,
those are like,
very cheap. It's cheap.
They're
Yeah.
cheap. They're like silver/copper costs.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What about like throwing knives, like daggers and stuff? Are those cheap-ish or are those expensive?
Regular daggers, like non-magical ones, are not too expensive.
Because I'm just thinking rogue type shit. Like I don't know, maybe just extra arrows. Fucking...
Dagger is 2 gold.
Yeah,
So
ain't bad.
something you can do, just so you know, Ben, when you go to the chat box in Roll20, the fourth tab at the top, the little eye, you can type in like dagger.
Ooh,
and
thank you.
it'll tell you what it is. And when you click on it and you open the sheet, it'll tell you the cost.
Wowee.
And stuff like that.
Correct.
Like it's 2 gold pieces for a dagger.
See, I said I like the numbers part of the game, but now that there's actual numbers, I'm like, let's go back to the pretend playing part of the game.
It's always that way.
Well, I like combat numbers. Let's put it that way.
Combat's fun.
Yeah. Can't wait until that happens. Okay.
Yeah, you say that now. Do you see? I got sliced in half. Okay.
It's true. We're still
it's dangerous.
Squishy.
The whole world banded together to save your life. It was magical. High drama. All right. So daggers. I don't know. What's my armor like? Like I would.
Yeah. If anybody does anybody have dark vision? Because
I do.
Okay.
Naturally.
When we get into the darkness,
yes,
it's going to be hard to see.
Oh, we both have dark vision.
My bat
does. We're twinning. Yeah, I have low light vision. Is that the same?
No.
No, they're not.
Oh, I see.
You see twice as far as a human does in short light. So if there's a candle and it produces a 5-foot volume of light, you will see 10 feet.
Okay.
If there is a torch,
need a bunch of torches,
where a normal human would see 30 feet, you will see 60 feet. Scout has perfect vision in the dark.
Love it. Well, we have more money than we need if we're not going to get any weird shit. It sounds like.
No worries.
Well, if you want to get health potions, those are going to cost us money. So.
Yeah.
So 15 each?
Yeah. Like,
I'm not buying a health potion.
we have healers.
I'll get one.
It's always good to have one, in my opinion, just in case. So
I'll grab one just out of reverence for God. The fact that I almost fell to my death earlier. Arrows, torches. I mean, one health potion is 15, so that leaves me with like 10, 8. I guess my only question is like, what about like light armor or something? Like, I don't know how my armor is.
Yeah,
right?
you could put armor on.
I have good
so if you want to see your armor,
I don't think I have shit.
yeah,
You
on the
sh-
second
you should.
page, that's where you put your
Hold
armor.
on. I'm pretty sure we went
You
over
should
that.
have basic stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we gave you that already.
Should already be wearing basic stuff, I think.
Anju is not.
Oh.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think I'm just wearing regular clothes. Although I don't know if that was
Gotcha.
intentional or if we just like we made my character at the last second or something. I don't know.
We did make your character at the last second.
Well, I had fun.
Okay, there you have armor.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that.
But you can, for short sake, for the interest of saving time, whatever you type in up there, and you click on those items, if you're happy with whatever that item is, you can click out of that item and hover
You can
click
drag it and drop it.
and drag it and drop it right into your gear. And
true.
It will actually save that time. We are
Yeah.
using Pathfinder, yes. The only thing that was changed is that Maggie is playing Scout. Scout is a Warforged, so we found a rough translation for a Warforged in Pathfinder, so it's operating that way.
Yeah, we made a little homebrew Warforged.
Yes.
Where do I drag it from? I have my character sheet popped out.
drag
Is that
it-
gonna break something?
No, oh, maybe.
So
Just
maybe-
reopen it in client.
Yeah.
And drag it. So you
Sorry.
left click hold the item and drag over to the gear section and drop it there.
Okay. Sorry, everybody.
It's all right.
No, that's cool.
It's part of the learning experience.
learning how to do the things.
I do love how my character sheet's completely blank. That's sick.
It shouldn't be completely blank.
Just got a quick little refresh on that.
Yeah, it should be good.
So how are we adding new stuff? Sorry, I'm like coming down from a high right now. That was.
You have
There
you
we
have more
go.
gold than everybody else.
It's
so-
true.
I have 125. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so you can spend your 125 however you want. We're out of character picking what people are purchasing. I am purchasing nothing.
I didn't think you would need
no
anything.
money.
I'll probably grab
No
like
money.
a fuck ton of rope.
Yeah, rope is good.
So
Yeah,
rope comes in,
rope is good.
in 50 feet. You can get hemp rope, that's 50 feet, or you can buy silken rope. Silken rope has a much higher tensile strength. It's very hard for that to break. It's quite a bit more expensive, though, to go down that route.
How much
Some
is
fishing line.
How do I choose this? Or any like?
So in the upper right-hand side of the Roll20 client, there are some
Yeah.
icons, and right in the middle, there's a white circle with an italicized eye in the center.
Yeah.
If you click that eye and in that open area, type in whatever you're after, you should be able to see things that you can pull up. So I've typed in rope, and under items, it says rope, comma hemp, or rope, comma silk. You can see what those are, see what their cost is. And if you're happy with that, then you open up your character sheet and you drag and drop that into your gear column on the second page.
Where do I see the cost? Oh, cost 10, and then weight. What's the length of the rope?
They're 50 feet. Correct.
Okay. How many do you think we'll need?
Shopping.
Like hundreds?
I don't know.
Fucking
We're
hundreds
going
of.
You guys have to decide that. That's not for me
Going
to
into a
decide.
sewer system and then into like some kind of vault
How
or
much can
something.
I realistically hold in a bag?
What's your strength?
That's a good question.
Because
Yo,
if-
arrows ain't cheap, dog.
11. My strength.
No,
is
but they
11.
can be recovered. Rope weighs 10 pounds per 50 feet.
I don't know if I can afford a fucking
Oh
potion.
no, it's 5
honestly.
pounds per 50 feet. The silk rope.
Oh, I want some chalk too.
So how much can I hold with? 'Cause
I
I'll
would
be the
say
rope guy.
Just 50 feet is fine, honestly.
Yeah, you think so?
I don't think we need more than that.
As if everybody's got rope, then it shouldn't be an issue. So I'll
Should get a
actually,
grappling hook.
I'll be able to tell here. I'm gonna click this and I'll see what your weight is right now. So everybody's got a weight limit. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, you can't carry that because you'll burden out. But right now you are sitting at medium load at 50.3 pounds.
But Bub,
what's
I
up?
want to carry like so much rope that I could create another creature from it.
You are gonna need a lot of aid in that.
I'm just kidding.
But basically, like the way that burden offers itself into this game is you have a speed because you're at medium load. Your speed is cut down to 20. You run at 4 times that rate. Your check penalty is -3. Your max dex bonus is 3. Whenever you enter into heavy load, things shift a great deal. So, for instance, right now, you have studded leather. If I change the quantity of studded leather to 10 as opposed to 1, you have entered into overload state. And at overload state, your speed is 5. You can only move 5 feet around. So you won't be outrunning anybody. That would be a terrible place to be. But luckily, you're not wearing 10 sets of armor, so it's not a problem.
You want to get a grappling hook on you?
Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to rationalize the health potion, but I feel like somebody else should.
I can buy the health potion. That's
I was
fine.
gonna say, you can't
Feels
really
like not
afford
my
it.
style. I was gonna say, like, if I need to get arrows and daggers, the health potion kind of
when I
fucks
search
up.
health potion, nothing comes up. What do I?
I think it's light potion. How do I delete something
I
from
just
my
see
gear? Why is
Bile
this not-
potion.
To delete something from your gear, there should be a lock icon.
Okay.
For instance, what are you trying to delete?
I'm trying to remove this health potion that I
So
typed in manually.
hit the lock icon, and it unlocks, and then right next to light.
Oh, I
light
see.
health
Okay,
potion,
got it.
There
Thank
you.
you.
Go. Yep, no problem.
How do I?
Sounds fun.
Is there like a specific potion that we should be buying?
Right now, I think the only thing that you guys are really going to need is potions of, like, cure light wounds.
Right.
And for those of you
So-
guys that are kind of watching at home or you're trying to get the gist of what this is a lot of people here, this is either the first time delving into a proper tabletop game or it's the first time that they played in a long time. and this kind of system. So it's a matter. This game, Forgotten Forge, is a point of sort of like education to a degree, and it's also allowing them to understand the world of Eberron as a whole, and see how they can acclimate together.
I'm baby.
You have thieves' tools?
I don't. I'm about to grab those, and I think I'm good. I mean, I think I have them by default because I'm a rogue, right?
Yeah, you will have them by default.
Yeah, so I'll add those.
You have. Does Ivan have soap by default?
Yep.
He does. He has he has
I take
soap.
baths.
He has 10 white tees. I think he has a replacement pair of booty shorts.
I'm a guy. Can I? Would I be able to find one of those light orbs?
What do you mean by light
the
orb?
daytime. The daytime.
Oh,
Yeah.
not in basic. Not this is an item specific to Eberron and specific to the engineering class.
Okay. Sure.
Is a grappling hook recoverable?
Technically, everything is recoverable.
I'm just like, should I have more than one? I don't know.
Oh, if you have more than one, you might look a little absurd, but you...
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Just got a bag full of grappling hooks.
Yes.
Catnip.
Sometimes you need multiple.
Sometimes.
You want to grapple on one side and grapple on the other.
Truth.
Ooh, somebody.
There must be
like all my animal forms.
Glitch. There must be like a glitch or an error in Pathfinder. I typed in catnip and it's nothing showing up. Is that?
Ooh, that is
like
weird. Yeah.
That is going to be a
for
problem
that.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you going to be able to sleep well? You know.
I think you
what
just
is, like, would I be able to go
Can
to
we
like, a
hack
trinket shop
catnip into
and
the
like,
game?
since I have a lot of money, just like try to poke around and find something that might be useful, but is like interesting?
I don't.
What is useful and interesting for Ivan?
Anything that would help me. I don't want to say be stealthy, but be elusive.
Anything that would help you be stealthy and elusive.
Yeah, more like elusive, like being able to get in or out of a bad situation.
You know
or
who could
maybe
help you with
stealthy,
that?
But was that?
I bet Anju could help you with that.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Or Hal.
It's true, probably. I don't know.
And you know what? It sounds like Cain is staying behind. He's already said that Cain is staying behind.
Yes.
Scout, are you going with them?
Yeah, Scout would go with them. Scout
Okay.
doesn't need to shop, but
Sure. Scout is staying robed up the entire time. Anju, I'm presuming that you're going with as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Ivan, it's everyone sans Cain. So you're shopping.
I grabbed 10 sheets of paper.
If there's something that you want to say, or if you're looking to speak with Anju, who seems to, he seems to have his ways. He has the means of kind of weaving in and out of the darkness, or if he happens to have like a disguise kit or something like that, then this is your best chance to ask questions.
Yeah. Hey, Anju. I'm looking for something that, like, so at night, right, like, turn into these things.
Right.
Do you like have anything that could help me get to a better position when I become more vulnerable?
Oh, you need what's it called in Pokemon? You need an escape rope. What is that? What's that in game? I surely know this.
I mean, what about like a smoke bomb?
Smoke bombs, they're not as cool as you think.
I mean, I'm just trying to get anything so that like I can get the attention.
Sure,
of me
it's
when I become a rat, like
Right, I feel like if a person throws a smoke bomb and then they happen to see a rat scurrying away from where the person was, it may not have the desire. It may not have the desired effect. I'm just saying smoke bombs are overrated. Hold on, how much typing in smoke stick? That's a thing that exists in game. You got 20 gold for a smoke stick, my dude. So okay, I'm uneducated, but like what would I know of that could help him out, like in good faith? I'm not fucking
within
with
Anju's wheelhouse of knowledge. What he's asking for is almost basically a means to become invisible or to quickly retreat, or at least obscure himself. So disguise kit would be great while he's in a humanoid form, but if he changes into an animal, short of having a blanket to cover him, there's not really a lot. At least at the current amount of funds that you guys have. If you had a lot more money, then you can suddenly have a lot more to your disposal. But even grouping all of the party's money together, you're not gonna have access to anything that's not incredibly expensive.
But you would know, like out of character, in character, your character would know that there's like magical rings that can make you invisible.
Yeah.
There's cloaks that can make you invisible. There are boots that can make you invisible. But like, but you don't have enough money for that.
Yeah. So I'm like, how much gold is in that bag again?
I got like 115 right now. I just bought some rope, so.
I mean, yeah. Do you know when you turn? Can you predict that?
Sundown, yeah, as soon as the sun. If there's sun, I can turn back. So like, engineer back at the jail, he had a sun orb thing.
I know you're looking for answers, but I hate to say it. I think you need a watch more than anything. I think you're gonna have to. Yeah. You don't have enough gold for what you're asking.
Yeah, it's just gonna suck when. Yeah, I guess a watch would probably be some sort of time telling device would be good when we're down in the pipes and the trenches.
You're just, if you don't want to be seen turning into a what was it, a stoat? Weasel?
Stoat, parrot, raccoon. Yeah.
Question.
No, that's a good idea. I would love to find a timepiece.
Is a sunrod normal daylight?
No. It produces.
Okay. I'm like, I know there are sunrods, but I didn't know if they're like, but they're like one-time use, right?
Sunrods can last a while. Thanks so much, Alpha in America.
They last like 6 hours, and then it's like.
I have my. Would I be able to afford some sort of timepiece? 100 gold.
I mean, I guess we're in a steampunky-ish thing, right?
Let's find out. Let's find out if
get into the lore book, baby.
Water clocks are a thing, but those are also crazy expensive.
Let's see that. It's 1,000 gold pieces for one of those.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah.
Just need to keep an eye on the horizon, my friend.
But you can't.
That's like,
but we're going down into like the sewers.
I was thinking a sunrod would be better because like it's cheaper, but if it's not actual daylight, so it doesn't actually work for you.
Yeah, and like a sundial doesn't work either, right? Because we're underground. Like I'm looking for something that will help me know when I'm going to turn when I'm underground.
There is, but they are considered luxury items. They're found in the Adventurer's Armory, and they start at 250 gold.
Woo!
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm imagining you carrying like a giant sundial.
Can you steal one?
Can I make a plot with Anju to go steal one right now?
Giant sundial? Were you gonna carry it around?
A watch.
Oh, a watch. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Quick little heist.
No, do I know? I would know what these are. Like I would know what these are. I'm a snobby guy.
Sure. And you know what? You've probably seen your dad with one.
What are they called?
Pocket watches.
Oh, okay. So there's
I know, very, very fantastical.
Anju,
super bad.
I don't know exactly what you do, but you're good at getting things, right?
I'm as this is happening, I'm like picking up, I'm casually buying things on my list and just like, yeah. What are you getting?
No,
at?
you had a great idea.
You're like following me?
A pocket watch, right?
Yeah.
But a pocket watch.
Yes.
We can't afford one, but I need one. Can you help me? I can't. You saw me when I was trying to be discreet and stealing shit. I can't do that.
Sera, Scout.
Yeah, I'm like,
Ivan,
do we hear this or
Ivan
are we
start
somewhere else?
His voice
I don't want to do it.
It's not quite abrupt as much as it just sort of breaks that it ruptures the normalized level of sound. Specifically, you overhear, "I'm not good at it," and stealing shit.
I get like super self-righteous and defensive on like a separate moral level that is probably confusing to Ivan. It seems like I'm sort of defending myself against some other accusation. I'm like, I don't steal from
gold.
those who aren't deserving. I'm sorry, how many gold?
50. You're not deserving. You're charging $200 to tell the time of day. Do you not think that that is a person that isn't deserving to have things taken away from them?
Hold on. What's going on?
Nothing.
We're not doing anything.
This is.
We're
I believe
budgeting
there's some
something.
stealing going to occur.
Stealing?
Nope. I didn't
We
say
just
that.
made money from our new employer, and you all already talking about stealing.
Sarah.
Not me. I don't know.
At sundown every day, I turn into something.
Yes.
And if we are underground, how do I know when I'm going to turn into something?
Perhaps
If you
we
steal
can.
something, I will have to report you to the authorities.
I'm
If
like
you
two.
report me to the
you know-
authorities, I'm going to let them know what you are.
I'm like 2
I'm,
stands over, just like it'll be a fun surprise. I'm just like buying arrows.
Scout shimmies behind Sera.
I'm joking, but like
Oh.
I'm jokingly saying that. I'm not. I mean, I don't know how you perceive that.
Scout
but I'm
doesn't
being-
know that.
Narc
I know I'm not
sorry,
there,
I'm-
but
I didn't
my
mean that,
bat.
Scott. I wouldn't actually do that. I'm not gonna actually. That was a. I'm sorry. You don't understand jokes. Sorry. That was a joke. That was supposed to be funny. Wasn't funny.
Be nice.
No,
Now,
you're right. No, you're right. You're right. But you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes. Perhaps there are other means that we can keep track of time. We can make a mark on our armor every hour to know.
How do you know when an hour passes? When you gonna count the seconds? I know that you're longing for Hal, but
how much were these sundials? How much were they?
my dad has a couple of them. They start at like the low
Question.
200s.
Out of
Do
game.
I know like what time it is? Because I'm like a programmed.
No, you
Okay.
you generally don't have, like, you understand how time functions in the living world, but because you don't have to sleep, that is a large parameter for accepting and understanding time. You just know when it's dark out, it's a lot easier for you to get around without people asking too many questions.
My bat
Okay.
wakes
So I
up
don't know
when
what
the
time
sun
it
goes
is.
down.
Okay.
I mean, are you here? No,
He's
you're not
not.
here.
He's not here.
I'm not here, but my bat
Yeah.
will literally wake up unless I wake it up myself when the sun goes down.
Out of
So
out of game, just to let you know, because you're trying to figure out like what the cost is. You're saying it's like it starts at like the 200s. The equivalent in modern day dollars, these watches are pocket watch starts at $25,000.
These are some Rolexes, all right?
They're Rolexes.
Yeah.
These are like luxury designer shit.
Look, we don't need to steal. I understand the plight.
That's what I was saying about stealing. Is that we shouldn't. That's what I was saying the whole
60
time.
gold.
So
Well, we have other means to keep track of the time. We might not be completely accurate, but there are
I
other
need
ways
to be accurate.
we'll
That's
just
the
throw
thing.
one of those shirts.
It's-
You get your V-necks or whatever.
I am worried that if we are in the middle of a situation,
How do you do this normally? Is this like you just
I pay attention. I don't go. I stay near a window.
And when the time comes and it's the evening and you have to change, is there a way? Why does it? Are you going to determine? Are you going to be
I
able
go
to
back to my
prevent it?
house. I go back to I'm not
We're going
usually
to be-
in.
But we're going to be on a journey. You can't go back to your house.
That's what I'm. Yeah, you understand that then. And
Is
what
there like a
happens if,
spidey
like,
sense, or like you get like a tingle?
You know
do
the
get, like, a
spidey
tingle in
senses
your
when
loins
my
before-
bones start to break and morph into a different animal. It fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
How?
You want me to
but I'm
break your arm
saying
right now?
How? I mean, I'd like to see you try, but like, how long do you have once you notice that it's? Is it just kind of it's over when it's?
Once it starts happening, I can't control what's going on. I do not have function of my body or my bowels until I am turned into the animal.
Like, I can't wait to see it firsthand, I guess. Is all.
Want me to be naked the next time? Otherwise, I just usually go into my shirt.
It's
Just
say,
kind of
we'll
like
grab
my
one of your
entire
shirts,
body,
we'll
like-
throw it over you, and you can scurry away or scurry
What it-
towards the enemy.
My
depending
my
on-
worry is that when
You turn into anything good?
The worst thing that I have to worry about is turning in front of my boss or a classmate or a professor. But if we are in the middle of as you said, a journey, a mission, an adventure. What if there is an enemy and then I become the reason why somebody else gets hurt? I don't want anybody else to get hurt, Sarah. Do you?
No, I do not.
Can I press X to doubt on that?
If you want to see if he's lying, I mean, like, this is great sense motive. Are you bluffing, Ivan?
About wanting other people? No. So it's not about other people wanting to get hurt. It is more about I don't want to be. I'm like the stoic guy, right? Like I want to be able to fend for myself, and I don't want other people to have to worry. You know?
Sure.
That's what Anju thought.
Yeah. It's more of.
But he did not realize.
I mean, I think you get the greater sense of that. He doesn't seem to be lying. Like you have no reason to immediately believe that he's lying here. He's pressing the matter, and if it's something that you found that he's uncomfortable with, he's good at sort of weaving around the topic.
Yeah. I mean, this whole changing in animals things makes him very uncomfortable in general. So, like, yeah, he's very embarrassed about it. He thinks it makes him weak, right?
Yeah.
His father has always taught him about weaknesses.
Well, Anju's already committed to not stealing this thing because there's too many narcs around. But also, I didn't want to. He just, he drove a hard bargain. Point being, I'll like sort of interject and maybe actually like try to pull him aside and level with him and be like, it's cool, bro. I've
got a plan.
We'll look after you. We'll take care of you. We all just met, but like, we're all after the same thing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So my dad, I read a book. My dad was a really big fan of this guy. I don't remember his exact name, but it was DT was like the initials, and he always had apprentices, and he was like always talking about like how to make a deal and stuff. And he said that if you don't have
figure.
No, he's like a real guy. He's got like orange hair and stuff. If you don't have money to offer, go back to the original art of the deal. Barter.
Yes. That I am open to if we want to try to barter and haggle our way down to a more affordable price.
What I've been saying this whole time.
My potions. I've got 5 of these bad boys. They're awesome potions. They can cure anything from burns to broken bones to curses to hexes. Let's go see if somebody maybe in the.
Wait, are there actual potions? Do those exist? Can we examine them and see if they're fake?
Yeah,
real?
He definitely has 5 of them. Yeah. It's not even like the thing is, when you buy potions in this world, they come in sort of like flask-esque or sometimes vial, depending on what they're in. The way he's carrying them around there. It's a whole bag for presentation. So they're like they have a sunk in place where they're designed to sit. Looks like artisan works.
It's like like when somebody opens up like a gun case and there's like the foam that's specifically cut to the shape of the gun.
Sure.
It's like that, but for the bottles. And they're very clean shapen, but cheap material if you know that they're cheap.
Can we appraise them? Can we like look at them and determine whether or not they look legit?
I mean, you can.
I mean, they look.
Buying them.
They look legit.
Okay. Well, I'm. Not...
How did you want to determine that? Are you just gonna like pick it up? Are you gonna try to sample the product?
We sell these things. We sell these things for 69 gold a piece. All right. They're high end things. We can barter with these. 3 of these potions and a little bit of coin. That's a nice watch. I don't know why I didn't think of this before.
I could make you a watch out of wood.
That's another great idea. Scout.
And I just like look at her puzzled, like them puzzled. I'm like, what the? I'm sorry. Why didn't you? I think these are the times that we need when we're going to come up with ideas. That maybe you say these things.
I know how to craft things out of wood.
Can Scout actually make a watch?
Scout probably
I do have a crafting skill.
Yeah.
Can Scout like
I'm
count
pretty good at it.
in increments of 1 second just in the background? Is that a background process we can run? Or?
Scout's our watch.
It's not unlikely. Now, okay, so something that I feel like is being missed here. Not everybody could afford watches and water clocks. On top of being incredibly cumbersome devices, water clocks were still expensive. So they generally had people or individuals that would operate, they would work flipping an hourglass. It would be like a centralized hourglass. There was always someone there for it. And in some of the more wealthy homes, when they wanted personal clocks, they would have a candle system. These candles had plates in them. They were slow burning candles. They would burn for an hour, and at an hour, when it would hit that spot in the candle, a copper plate would fall out of the candle.
Sorry, chat. this is what Chad has been screaming about. I now realize there's other options. I mean,
all right, perhaps we do that.
Hourglasses and
it's 5 luxury rolls. We have hit our cap.
Yay!
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate that, buddy.
You guys figure out the timepiece thing. My dog needs to go to the bathroom.
And we'll craft that. We'll grab the rest of the items that we need, and we will finally be on our way.
Thank you, Scout. I appreciate that. If you can seriously pull that off, I will be impressed.
Sometimes I can, and sometimes I cannot.
Well, that's the cannot that I'm worried about.
Scout, you have no doubt in your mind that if you found a schematic in order to create a pocket watch, that you could probably do it so. That being said, it will take the right tools and the right amount of time. This is a very intricate piece.
Need schematics? Tools?
Scout just starts listing all the stuff that Scout will need, like the resources Scout will need. It doesn't seem probable unless you can get all of those things.
Maybe if there's a shop that sells schematics, it might be cheaper than buying the frickin' watch itself. So
yeah, that's true. If Scout, if you see something, can you remember it?
Sometimes. It depends on if it gets saved in my memory core.
Can you decide to save something to your memory core?
I can try.
Because if I can get a watchmaker to show me a schematic of how he makes the watches, can you
download that data?
Yeah. With that,
I could try.
Let's try.
Hourglass necklace?
Oh my gosh,
is that anything?
That's hilarious.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the
scammy,
nearest
but I love it. Out of character.
All
right. This is actually this is our best opportunity because it sounds like we're gonna do. I've got 2 scenes planned before you guys kind of come back together and start migrating into the depths of Sharn. So this is our best opportunity to take a short break.
Well, shit.
Yeah, if you want to skip any of this, by the way, don't let us just meander and roleplay forever.
Sure, I will. I can get a lot of this down in just a couple of rolls. So I'll let you guys sort of make some percentage rolls just to see if you want to do it right now. So this is like for Chad specifically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dude, if I'm able to make this watch,
I
should just retire and become a watchmaker with how
All
much
and
they
then
make.
share a store with Anju,
Is
who
that
makes
what the
who
creator would
bakes.
want?
I was gonna I can buy like a little
Yeah,
hourglass
bakery.
necklace. Just make a little necklace out of an hourglass, and we just, if we know how long it's gonna be until sundown, we could use that. I don't know.
how long are you intending to look for a watchmaker?
I mean, hour or two. I mean,
An hour
I
or
assume
two.
that I would know where a watch shop would be, right?
You certainly know that's not going to be here. That's more of a high society thing. So you're going to need to go back up to Upper City, and it's basically the opposite side of the tavern where Cain is staying, unless Cain has decided to stay elsewhere.
I was gonna stay outside of the marketplace before. I got busy
okay, sure,
and wait
sure.
for them.
Okay.
But if the tavern's easier, I can do the tavern. But
Taverns.
just whenever it starts getting like a throng of people, I would not, by choice, want to be in the throng of people.
I got
So
you.
I'd
Tavern
be
is
outside in a quiet area.
Probably the best place for Sharn is a bustling city.
Yeah, a tavern then. Tavern it is.
Okay. So then I'm going to say, it's an Upper City. That's going to increase your chances of success. So I'm just going to double it here. 5% chance. Knowing that it's an Upper City changes it to 10% chance. Go ahead and give me a D20 and add your knowledge local to it. So give me a knowledge local, please.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
you break-
Ivan and
if you-
Scout are running around trying to find a watchmaker.
Are you
Let me go
happy with
let me
that?
roll on that.
Okay, 14 is what I'm looking for. Not
Are you
it.
trying to find someone
Oh.
to
Please
No,
one
we
more,
got
probably.
5.
Yeah.
Oh no!
One more, just one more. There we go.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
Okay.
You've taken it to a 20%
That's
chance.
a lot of luck rolls.
20% chance. You've managed to locate the place. Now, I'm going to need are you going to lead the conversation with this person?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a diplomacy from you, and the DC that I'm looking for diplomacy because an engineer is not going to want to reveal his works. It's his line of work. You're asking for the.
I would be asking about my father. Like I would be using my father's name.
Oh, okay.
Can I give them guidance?
No, my father was like looking to get it, but he was like really wanting me to like for like how you make them because he's like
Well, I mean, it probably helps a ton if someone of the Freely House actually has a Warforged on hand as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Can I give Ivan guidance as well?
He's not going to need it. The DC was originally 18, but knowing that it's for the family of Freely, the DC was 16, and Ivan beat it. So you have a 40% chance of success here.
Okay.
So I need to roll 17, 18, 19, 20.
Wow.
You cool with that?
Let's do it.
Wait, no, that's 10, 15, 20. So no, I need 13, 14, 15, 16. So 13 up. If I roll a 13 up, you succeed.
It's not bad.
$15. It's a 15. You succeed.
We just made a watch? Or we got the schematic for a watch?
Scout is able to supplant the knowledge. Scout, you're able to remember the immediate make of a pocket watch. What you do with that information is up to you. With this type of schematic, the engineer, the amount of time it takes to make these is long-winded. It's going to take at least in game. It's going to take for someone with no tools probably the better half of a month. If you have the proper tools, you're looking at probably 10 to 14 days.
Yeah, so there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Scout would share that information, but now Scout knows how to make a watch. So after this adventure's over, I can make you a
Scout's
watch.
gonna become you're gonna become obsessed like fucking Geppetto. You're just like making watches all the time.
Perfect. You have a bit of a long-term project here.
And I immediately attempt to give him some potions in order to get him to give me a watch, like barter style.
Convince.
I looked it up. By the way. An hourglass is 25 gold, so you could afford an hourglass.
If you want to buy an hourglass, you can do it.
Just throwing that out there if this doesn't work. That's, you didn't hear that from me.
It's not going to be accurate.
You didn't hear that. Well, it's upside down. It's gravity, right? You just wear it like a necklace.
But when we're like jumping around, like this is gravity right now.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. You're not wrong.
I'm currently calculating to make sure I didn't spend more than my 24 gold.
Do your scam work
I would like
on
to
him,
scam.
though.
I would like
It's
to try to
funny.
scam.
Oh yeah,
I'd
go
like
for
to
it.
scam.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
I'd like to roll for
Sell
scam.
him a
low.
potion.
I have to what?
Okay, and then low. Okay. When you start to I want to hear your argument first. I want to hear your argument.
Yeah.
So man, my dad really wants one of those watches. I'm just short like 100 gold right now. Because like, how much would you be selling these for exactly? No, they're like start at like 200 at the low side.
They're 250 gold.
Yeah, so I don't have that. But what I do have is I work for Sharn City Alchemy, and we sell these potions for 69 a piece. So I can give you 3 of these plus 40 gold. That'd be more than 250.
I am familiar with the guild. I am. I've recently purchased from your guild a young man by the name of Mr. Tick.
Tisk.
Tisk, that's the one. He has the raggedy hair. He was lovely young boy. I think his patron called him Idio.
Yeah. Idiotisk. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lovely boy.
So now you understand, like, that these things are awesome.
Oh yes, I've bought enough for the month.
So would I be able to barter and then, I can come back and pay the rest? I mean, you know my dad, right?
I do.
I can come back
I
and
do.
pay the rest, and you can give me the potions back, but you can also just have that. I mean, we can just.
Right. Well, this isn't a profitable charity or layaway service.
4 potions and still 40 gold.
I have 13 now for in the back. And he's
did
quite.
He give you the premium ones?
He didn't say they were premium ones.
Ooh. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't want to.
I think my age has no part in this.
Oh, because the premium ones make age go backwards.
Why would I want that? I had a terrible youth.
No, not back to the youth, but once you get to a certain age and you want to keep.
Everything works fine.
Not for these things don't have an expiration date.
I suppose you should be charging more than 69 gold coin for them.
Yeah, that's why they're a steal.
Oh, if that's about what I paid for them. So why would he? I can go in the back and check.
Charge you?
One moment, and he steps away. He's back there probably 30-40 seconds. Nope, same bottle.
Do you have one?
He actually does. He produces it. He shows you.
Yeah. Take a sip of that. Can I cast prestidigitation like right at that point to make it taste like garbage?
Can you click prestidigitation, please?
You need sleight of hand or something for that.
Where is
probably
that?
to not be noticed.
In your spells, just click prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
It is verbal and somatic, so it's both spoken and you have a visible like hand movement. It's a gesture. So you're gonna need give me a performance and a sleight of hand.
I would do like the thing under the table, like the hand movement. You could probably do under the table, but yeah.
But this guy is he's a watchmaker in a magical city, so this is gonna be hard. What the fuck? Okay.
Oh, 28.
All right, so give me
Wow.
give me the sleight of hand.
Reroll the sleight of hand.
I got two more.
Okay.
Oh my
One
god.
more. I'm gonna go with the last one. This means everything to me.
I'll give you my reroll. No, you need another.
Okay,
Reuse my reroll.
I had a really good I will give you one of mine. The DC is 14.
Shit.
Oh, yes!
You have met the DC. It's
No
even or odd
way.
in your favor.
Even or odd?
Even or odd?
I'll go even since I rolled a 14.
Even. Okay. It's a 14. It's even.
Woo! Lucky number 14, baby.
You
play the lottery after this.
pull it off. What do you flavor this?
I mean, like, I'd probably be like, listen, like, I don't want to get in your head because you're already in your head, right? And your head is what tells you what to do. And if it's telling you right now that this isn't, if Idio is not being honest, then you should listen to your head. You know, I can't tell you that. Take a sip of that, and if it doesn't taste right, he gave you expired product. He does this all the time.
Oh no. He does. He quickly does so, and he tilts it up. What is the flavor?
Garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like straight up rotten milk.
Refuse.
That is not what I had earlier. It's pungent. It did not taste like this earlier.
Yeah, I bet he probably gave you half of those. Listen, man. Listen, here. Have these 3 on the house. I don't need a watch. It's fine. I'm going to have to report him to the boss. Because he can't be doing this. It looks bad on all of us, right? Eventually you're going to find that one, and that's not okay. So listen, man, I want you to continue to be a customer. You come to me from now on, all right? I work in the same building, just down the hall from him. Just ask for me instead of him. We'll get this taken care of, all right? I'm super sorry about that, sir.
I need one last diplomacy from you. You've already done really well. The DC's it's not going to be insane for this.
Oh my gosh. 23.
Okay. Ivan, he produces the remaining 12 that he had in the pack after throwing the 1 vial away. He returns it to you in exchange for your 3 of the exact same product that he has no idea.
I have 12 now.
And he gives you a pocket watch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you just got more stuff from him.
But you just,
so I have 14 potions.
He's taking all his gold though, right?
Ruined. Absolutely.
Is he taking any of my gold or at all?
No, he's not.
Fucking
You just ruined it.
Come on.
You absolutely just destroyed him. Like, this is his only customer, and you just fucking killed him. Oh, man. It's perfect. It's great. We love to see it.
Scam indeed.
We're going...
Scam
this is
indeed.
one of the nicest things that anybody has ever done for me.
We're going to go on our break now.
Okay.
We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes at most, guys. Don't stray too far. When we return, we will start a scene with Cain, and then we will meet back up. So, BRB, everybody. BRB.
Rerolls? We get 5 each?
Yeah, you get 5 each. Hi, guys. We are back from our break. Hope everybody's doing all right. Everybody got refills on water, bathroom breaks, all that jazz. We left
Chicken
off.
nugget.
No, I'm good. I'm all caloried out today. So, we left off with Ivan wrapping up everything at the watchmaker. Our camera turns. It moves this time. It shifts across the city back to the Broken Anvil Tavern, where we see Cain. Cain, what are you doing?
Keeping to myself, lounging in the corner. Maybe I've just ordered like something small, just so that I don't look like I'm just freeloading.
Okay.
Waiting for my grocery list to return.
Sure. You see a lot of people coming and going. They've been gone now for probably 20 or so minutes before you see the inevitable return of Idio. As he steps back in, he kind of glances around, and you notice that he doesn't see you immediately. He seems to look around, not seeing anybody that he immediately knows, and he steps back up the stairs. Can I get a perception from you, please? Okay.
Man, I can't roll well on that. You know what? I got a bunch of rolls. Okay.
This.
Wow.
You know what?
Again, man. Just click it again.
You know what?
Oh my god, that's so bad.
I'm saving 2 of them.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. You.
I don't care that much about Idio.
You fell asleep.
You don't pick up any immediate information, but probably a few minutes pass by before you hear footfall coming down the steps. It's sort of a creakier landing before you hit that first big round on the steps. And then you overhear Idio's voice. It sort of breaks that wave. It was very silent at first, and then it started to pick up and sort of crescendo, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not. He's my friend." And the man says, "I don't care. House Freely doesn't care. You accepted the money. You have to, or you'll answer to the House Sire." And there is visible pause. Where the man continues to walk, Ivan stops pursuing him. You can see his legs on the steps. You can just see just before the kneecap. And he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not doing it again. No. This was about money at first. And you know what it's like living in the city. Sharn is not as welcoming." And the man says, "Look, child, you've done what many have done before you. And when you're done, I will find someone else to do your job. You can opt out going forward. But you've accepted the money now. And I have your eyes for the next month." Idio doesn't respond. And after about 20 or so seconds, with that poignant glare from this man's face, he turns and he walks out. Defeated, Idio collapses on the steps. You see him sort of drop down, ass to one of the steps just above his feet, and he throws his head into his hands. His hair just sort of cascades like a waterfall over his fingertips. Ugh! And there's this like subtle shake. His head is like, it's back and forth, left and right, left and right. You hear Miriam's voice. Yeah.
He walked out. Okay.
The man did. Idio is still sitting there.
Okay.
Miriam chimes in. "Get off the steps.
I'm not in anybody's way. Get off the steps. Come sit down. Come sit at the bar. I don't have any money. Stupid boy. Come sit at the bar. He stands. You can hear the stairs creak as he pushes himself up. And he trods forward. It's not this like happy plodding. It's sort of like just carrying the burden of his guilt before he throws himself into a bar stool. How do you say no to someone like that? Like somebody like that. I don't. Okay. Always just saying yes. And I'm stupid. And I know I'm stupid. But I'm not a bad guy. I know I'm not. And I like... I don't think I can tell him that. I don't think I can tell Ivan what I've been doing. And it just makes me like a bad dude. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to tell him that I've been a bad friend. What do I do? You're like, you're old, you're smart. What do I do? What would you do? And she looks up, wipes her forehead with the same dish towel. I'm not old. I don't understand why everyone thinks I'm old. I dress age appropriate, and I own a tavern. Does that mean I'm old? Well, I don't know, you're like 30, you're old, right?
Oh.
And she does the exact same thing that Ben just does. She braces the bridge, shakes her head, and she retreats to the rear side of the Broken Anvil Tavern.
Okay. When she leaves, I'm gonna stand up and walk over and take a seat next to Adio.
Oh. Hey, old guy. He reaches for anything that he can get, and he grabs a cut off of bread, this hunk, and he just shoves it up into his face. Like, you can see his eyes, but there's just bread in his nose. God, I'm hungry. There's a lot of stools. Are you sure you want to sit there?
Well, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation.
He looks at you, and the eyes sort of train on you for a minute. Oh, shit. Oh, dude, no. Oh, danger lurks on every corner in this place, and you... Listen, you can't tell him. You can't tell him. He pushes the bread back up to his face.
I press to digitate myself to not smell for a moment.
Yeah, of course.
If only there was some other thing you could do to fix
Maybe
that.
later, okay? I can't do it right now.
It's lingering. It's like when you have those like really bad farts that when they dry they're itchy.
Bub is too good at this.
Whoa.
Well, I did vomit earlier.
I might.
Perhaps some of it got in my beard.
He at this point he plucks like thick chunks of bread off and he's visibly shoving them up his nose. That's better. Please don't tell him.
Betrayal is just a human quality, and eventually it happens to everyone.
I'm not trying to. What do you? He takes a drink real fast, just kind of swishes it around in his mouth. I'm not always telling them what he's doing. Look, they all right, look, they paid me a lot of money. All right, dude, you know, like, they paid me a lot of money. And, like, living in they told me that I have to be close to him, so I had to move into the dorm down from him, and I'm just barely making it.
Well, then why did you give him your money?
Because I feel bad. I feel real bad, like super villain bad. Man, wouldn't you feel bad? Like if you're a friend or you're, I don't know, like, or in this case, like your best friend, you did something bad. Wouldn't you feel bad? I feel bad.
He wasn't your friend before you took on the job.
No, I didn't know him.
So now you feel like you're friends.
Well, I mean, I didn't know. I just got along with him. Like he didn't judge me for saying what I say and looking how I look. Like he makes me feel comfortable.
Oh, I'll tell you that you shouldn't feel bad, and you shouldn't have given him your money.
I mean, it's his money. It came from like his dad or something. So I don't know. I just can't like make amends or something because like my dad doesn't talk to me, but it's because he doesn't like my mom. But I don't know. He doesn't like him. I mean, like looks just like him. Chip off the block or something. They're like
I can't
mirrors.
Speak for their relationship. But I do know that eventually he will turn on you.
Who, you? Or
no, you can't turn on yourself, you idiot.
Or yeah, no, yeah, that makes sense. No, like then like Ivan?
He's already taken your money and your reputation. Now that you've befriended him, you're basically just one of his customers, aren't you?
I am. Oh. No, he learned. We go to a school for this. It's supposed to be like Sharn, like alchemy moguls? I never remember what the C stands for, but like they teach us to like, you know, like take people for all they're worth. You think he's really good at it and he thinks he's bad? Or am I actually just really stupid?
Well, no matter how stupid you are, there's always time to learn. So maybe you see this as a lesson instead. Not trust him. Do your job, get your money, and when it's over, then you can make your decision whether you want to be his friend or not.
Yeah, but what if he won't talk to me now? Like that's important, right? Like he's got to talk. He's got to tell me things. That's really hard. I don't. How do these lines work, right? Between like friends and not friends. I don't know how to do that.
Here's what you do.
He kind of like leans in, but he remembers what he's doing, and he gets up and moves a bar stool away, and then leans in that way. So he didn't technically move that far. Yeah.
Go to him. Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. Regain his trust. And then continue your job. You have to take your emotion out of this. You can't trust other people. You can only trust yourself.
Whoa. That's really wise, dude. That's really wise. Hey, all right. So, like, can I exchange a tip from me to you now? Like, can we fair exchange?
Please.
You need a bath. A lot. Not a little, like a lot.
So I've been told.
That's that idiot honesty.
I'm sure Miriam can provide you with, with a wash basin and some hot water. And like, I got soap, right? Like, if that's one thing I learned from Idio, like, if you want to make a good impression, you can't smell like what comes from under, like, your your ball bag. So, like, you can fix that.
Well, I'm not accustomed to it, but, I suppose I am to be around people for a while longer, and I don't want to draw unnecessary attention to myself.
Makes sense. No, you are smelly, and like, I think if you even hid, you wouldn't hide very well, because it's a lot of smell. Like, if smell could have a sound, it'd be like, whoa!
Fair enough, and now you can take your newfound honesty and apply it to Ivan. I think that may be what he needs most, is some brutal honesty. But never let someone betray you before you can betray them.
It just feels wrong. Because now I just want him to like me.
If you feel bad, you just haven't been hurt enough yourself.
You want me to hurt myself?
Oh, no.
That doesn't sound like... That's not good advice.
Eventually, you'll be hurt enough where feelings of guilt become numb.
Oh. You mean like develop a callus, unlike my feelings?
Precisely.
Whoa.
What a wonderful way of putting it. You aren't stupid after all.
You're like a sage. Like a stinky sage. I like it. What's your name, Stinky Sage? Or do you just want me to call you Stinky Sage? Because like it fits. It's got like a nice ring to it.
I'll wash up after this. You can just call me your friend.
I don't know if that's true based on what you just told me.
You are learning. You've passed your first test.
Yes! Let's go. When's test 2? I'm ready for it.
Cain wants a new pupil since he met his dead one.
Oh, by the way, he produces what looks to be like a small bar of like lye, this like really rough-hewn soap, just a small little piece, and he kind of taps down on the bar and he asks Miriam if they have a room specifically for you to bathe in, and she does. She says, yeah, there is a room. There's the one that you came out of upstairs. It's still unlocked. She just put fresh linen on it, on the bed.
Okay.
I'll have hot water delivered immediately.
Fantastic. So Cain's gonna pull out 2 pieces of gold, and he's gonna give them to Idio. I don't know why I called him Idiom. Idio.
Scout's still learning about those.
And he's gonna say, I appreciate it. Now I can't invest as much as you've invested in Ivan, but here's a down payment towards our relationship, and I appreciate the soap.
You just gave me money for a relation. Whoa, man, I'm not a whore. You can't buy. You can't
but you
buy
are
me.
broke. No, it's a gift. I expect nothing in return.
Right. Right. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. It feels just like what I was doing with Ivan. Maybe I was just trying to buy his friendship. I don't know. You're right, though. I do need money. I am pretty broke. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be mad when she realizes I stuffed bread up my nose. I don't think you're supposed to eat it that way. Oh, but anyway, like go wash up because you're still smelly.
You do reek, though.
I'll do that, and you think upon our conversation.
Dude, Idio's saving the whole party's noses.
For real.
Idio's a real bro. You asked me what my favorite NPC is.
It's now become Idio.
I backed the right horse.
I get to go
What a
make
bro.
Sarah's room. Wait, is it Sarah's room then again?
I mean, technically it's Sera and Hal's room.
I get to go make it smellier.
Wait. Did Tracy just say that Idio's her favorite NPC? Like over Hal now? What?
I mean, Idio is he did a lot for us in this. So
Idio's pretty based.
Yeah.
As they say.
All it took, guys, take a bath.
Yeah.
Cain smells worse than Hal does nice. You know,
I'm gonna smell great, okay?
Yeah, yes.
And I'm doing psychotic things to your friend. So you,
Oh my god.
you leave me alone.
Cobalt, as Cain ascends the steps, you see that the door has been left ajar. There is what looks to be a hot wash basin in the side, a bucket with water that's also coming out. It's emanating. So like they don't have a stand-in shower. It's not like that. They're not tubs here. It's not that sort of wealthy of an establishment. But you can wash yourself in there. When you step inside of Sera and Hal's room, you can see that the bed has been made, but it looks as if all of the belongings have been moved to the top of the bed. So you're not really sure why. You're not sure if this is a service that is offered.
You can see a photo sticking out of the top of the bag. No, I'm kidding.
But
Sorry.
the bag is there on top of the bed. It looks like all of Sera's personal belongings that she's left behind. What looks to be some form of makeup.
Perfumes, if you want to do a little spray for yourself.
It's all moved to the side, but the door is shut behind you. Do you just simply wash up, or does Cain involve himself further?
Well, I would absolutely go through every single thing of both the people in the room if I was alone in there.
You got it. You got it.
I would literally like lock the door. I mean, they probably had keys anyway, but
there is no like the locking mechanism is bar. Yeah. It's a bar, so it's just a slat of wood that kind of comes down across the back of the door.
Okay. I mean, that's not going to stop Hal if he wants in his room.
True.
I'm still going to go through the stuff. And
True.
if you know what? He would do it. He wants, you know what? Like,
yeah, he would.
He knows knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And he doesn't trust anybody. And he would just look through all of it, internalize it, take his bath, and hold on to that information until it was useful to him.
Okay, so this is a question for Tracy here. Do you have, as Sera, anything important that you feel like is worth hiding?
That's worth hiding? No. Most of my stuff that would be there is just like general items. Like there may be, you would probably see a small locket, like a necklace, a heart locket necklace with a picture of her family.
Okay.
But other than that, she doesn't really have anything to hide.
Got it.
Yeah.
You start going through Idio's things, or excuse me, Hal's things, and you uncover that he has very selectively chosen what is in his duffel bag. His bag does have a series of clothes, some of which is specifically dark. He has a change of just about everything. It looks to be some sort of small leather-wrapped bag that contains very, very small tinctures of liquid. You're not certain what they are, but the cork has been driven down very tightly and wax sealed. There is what looks to be a dagger of sorts. You're not sure if it was designed. I mean, it doesn't really look like an assassin's blade. It looks like a glorified letter opener.
Could I praise any of that?
It would be difficult not knowing what it is, and especially not like having access to the fluid itself to sample it for whatever it might be. If you want to break off the wax, you can, but that's a little harder to seal back up.
I'm not gonna physically change the appearance of anything I find.
Sure. You will find the darkened dossier. It looks to be like a leather back, sort of like a portfolio itself, and it's tightly corded up. It looks as if Sera had done everything in her power to kind of bind this back up in a way that it couldn't be easily opened, but it doesn't take much. you're able to open this, and you reveal that Anju is the target of Hal. It does not look like there is a kill order on Anju. There's nothing that marks it as a kill order. It is literally, for all intents and purposes, it is a reconnaissance specifically to follow and identify purpose of existence in Sharn.
Okay.
But now you know desperately what Sera was trying to hide.
I mean, he kind of already thought that, but he didn't want, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then if there's nothing else of importance, I mean, I feel like...
How long will you go through? Because it's a sizable amount of paperwork. How long are you willing to go through this?
So, I mean, I would obviously study the one of Anju, and then all the rest of them, I would just scan through real quick to see if there were like pictures of anything I recognized, which I wouldn't expect to. But
what languages do you have?
Oh, I don't even know. I know I have common, obviously. Do I get another language? I think it just let's see.
I mean, you're a wizard. You studied
Draconic
magic
for one of the bonus languages available to the character because of this race. I don't remember except picking languages actually, but I would have picked Draconic.
You would have picked Draconic? Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's awesome.
Would you have had any other language for the purposes of your backstory?
Knowledge cave.
I only get like one language, don't I?
You'll get common. You'll get your race language. In this case, because you're a wizard, you also studied. I mean, magic is written in Draconic.
To pick my languages. A wizard may substitute Draconic for one of the bonus languages available to the character because of his race. So it's a bonus language I get. So I get another one too. Okay, yeah, I don't want you to spoil what I would need. Okay. Probably Dwarven.
Okay.
Would probably be the most useful that I would think would, if I'm going to be underground, if I'm going to be studying things, and if I lived in Sharn and there's like,
okay,
I don't know. Probably.
You do not get a lot of information in regards to what this is because it is written in multiple different languages. You can see some of the words are written in Dwarven, and then it starts to move into a language that you're not immediately familiar with. You've seen some of it. It feels very elven by design. There is what looks to be spots of like letters that sort of move into what a feather or a leaf might look like. So it almost looks like druidic symbols. There are multiple languages that are weaved into this. Specifically by design, it's to hide information. He did admit to coming from House Fjarlan.
I can't read druidic at all for sure. That's a secret language.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I mean, if I can't read it, then I don't have any way to write it down or copy it except for by memory.
You got
it. So I would just try to put things back as I found them, even though they've already been moved several times, so probably couldn't even tell.
Of course.
And then I'll get to scrubbing my extremities.
What do you do with
He's doing it
with your clothes? Do you soak them?
I would take the bath first.
Got it.
And then soak them. Like it may not. They're probably still gonna not be great if you're next, like super close to me, but shouldn't put off a 6-foot radius.
Sure. I got you. So you bathe. You rinse away.
I don't have any other clothes.
Decades.
So what are you gonna do?
It is decades of whatever you found yourself lying and gaining comforts in. You didn't have visitors. There's probably things growing in your body that shouldn't happen unless you're technically dead. But it doesn't seem to bother you. You're not a very social creature.
Shit.
You pull away some of these things, and it reveals skin that hasn't seen the light of day in quite literally 20 years. It's almost foreign.
How'd you say it like that?
I see it like as like you're like on Davy Jones' ship in Pirates of the Caribbean, you know?
Very wiry, but I've got like muscles just like strapped onto my skeleton frame from having to do all the things myself.
Skin is
just like
very pale, but his body fat is incredibly low. because there's not a lot of sources of fat available in, like, unless he's just eating grub after grub every day. It's probably selective eating, but that's about it. You dress, probably 30 or so minutes go by. You've given yourself enough time to sort of glance at the belongings, then wash and rinse your clothing. And this is about the time that you guys wrap up everything at the engineer. You know that you're supposed to return back to Cain. No idea how long he's going to last there. You don't really know his age, but based on the way he acts, he could be about 130.
I like to think Squeaks has higher standards. Sorry. Talking to Chad.
I took offense when Idio called Miriam old.
Okay, got it.
I did. Maggie also did not.
Oh, I mean, you know how kids look at adults today. Like, if they're 30, they're basically
sure.
relics.
By kids, you mean like 20-year-olds that are working with me.
Yeah. You're 35? Wow, like, you got an AARP card? That's wild.
I'm not. Definitely not 35. That would be weird.
That would be weird. Yeah, no, that's the case. It happens.
Before Scout and Ivan meet back up with everybody else, could we have a chat?
Can you have a chat? With whom exactly?
I said before Ivan and I meet back up with the rest of the group, can we have a chat?
Of course, yes.
I don't know when in the timeline you want that to
take it.
happen.
Like, if you guys want to have that, it's you and Ivan.
Yeah.
By all means, go for it. I'm assuming at this point you've collected everything that is necessary for your venture into the depths. You are returning, slowly admittedly, but you're returning back to the Broken Anvil.
Will you still need me to create this watch for you?
I mean, I've got one now, but I think it would be good in my conscience to give this one back eventually.
Why is that?
Yeah, why? Why is that?
I gave him 3 of these potions. He gave me 12 and a watch. That's not fair.
I love that you fucked somebody over so hard that as a professional scam artist, you're like, oh, I actually feel bad about this one.
Well, I believe in the potions, right? So, like, I think that they're valued at $70 a piece.
So you're just like, this was just unfair objectively.
Yeah. I know that I scammed him out of the potions, but I still think they're real.
Okay.
If it is not fair, then why you do not give it back?
Because I don't want to hurt you on this adventure with my ailments.
What ailments? I looked you over and you look perfectly healthy.
When you turn into a different form, you become more useful in a way, right? You're different forms for different uses. When I become a different form, I am always useless.
I do not agree with you.
It's a very nice way to. Thank you. That makes me feel nice. But I mean, the baseline that in all but one form, I can't talk. I can't communicate what I need or what is going on around me.
Creatures, well, they communicate in other ways. You must find a new way to communicate.
I think I need to do that in some of my relationships as well, but you know, it is what it is.
If the creator gave you the ability to change forms, there must be a reason.
But you talk about the creator often. Is that your god?
The creator is the creator of all things.
So a god. Deity.
You may consider that.
Well, then if he made me to get cursed, to turn into these animals every night, he's got a sick sense of humor.
But perhaps it is not a curse. Maybe it is a blessing.
Are we all walking together?
Yeah, of course you guys are.
It is funny though. Sorry. I assume I'm walking behind you guys while you have this very wholesome conversation, and I'm trying not to be mean, but I'm failing a little bit.
I fail to see it as anything other than a burden to me and the people around me and I realized I was about to say that I care about, but there's like no one. Yeah, the people around me, I guess.
Interesting.
You'll be fine. We'll look out for you.
I mean,
right, everybody?
At the very least, now that I have this timepiece, I can be less of a burden, and maybe at some capacity it could be useful. You know, you're right, Scout. I should look at it more positively. Thank you.
There you go. See, we're going on an adventure.
If I have turned into 7 different animals, Anju. Okay, 7, and she told me that there's 8, and I've never turned into the 8th one. But I hope that the 8th one can fucking kick your ass.
What did I do? I
think you get see, like I
You have
understand
been blessed
now.
with 8?
Yeah.
8 forms?
Yeah.
What a blessing.
I only have 4.
What are all your for? I think I've seen the bird, the cheetah. Was it a cheetah? It was a big long cat looking thing.
Correct. Affirmative. It is a cheetah.
Okay.
I can also transform into a sailfish.
A fish?
Affirmative.
Is that bad if you do it on land?
I have not attempted to do so.
That'd be a fun joke at some point.
It does not seem like an efficient form for travel.
What do you call this form right now?
Well, it's Model 042.
So you have 5 forms, Scout.
True. I do have 5 forms.
And I think we just formed a friendship, and I hold out a fist to fist bump.
Scout will definitely fist bump, but Scout thinks that fist bumps are a different thing. So Scout fist bumps you.
What does Scout know?
What does Scout think they are?
I gotta know. Did you see us fist bump earlier?
Yes.
Fuck.
Well, yeah.
Wait, what did we fist bump about earlier?
Well, you were trying to dab me up.
Yeah.
About us supposedly tag teaming, I guess the rest of the party.
So Scout thinks that fist bumping is tag teaming.
It's the correct.
I mean,
That's kind of what a friendship is.
I mean, you would. You
tag teaming
would.
your problems.
So after we do this, Scout says,
I am curious. Why would you, if you are freely, pay for someone else to watch over you and then get upset with them?
I know my dad. My dad is paying for somebody to watch over me. My creator, my personal creator.
My dad is a creator? The creator is my dad.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I mean, yeah. If he's a if he's a he. Yeah. No. I mean, like my dad. He and I don't get along very well. We don't fist bump a lot. And he shows his love in very particular ways, and his way is by not telling me that he loves me, but instead
Are
having
supposed to tell you they love you?
yeah, if they do.
And
Scout-
are they required to tag team you?
Whoa!
No. Scout, it's an expression. Remember? It's an expression. It's not literal. Scout, have you met your dad, your creator? Or are you speaking more of like, do we all have the same creator?
I believe that I have met the creator. My dad.
Yeah, so my dad thinks that instead of talking to me himself, that it's better to pay somebody to pretend to be my friend in order to get information for him on how I am doing, instead of just asking me.
Never around, always watching.
Yeah.
Omnipotent. Sounds like y'all are talking about the same thing.
Perhaps your dad is my dad.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what, Scout? Maybe. I mean, maybe the creator is all of our dads.
That's Jesus.
I do not understand what is wrong with this. If your dad wants someone to watch over you, is that not a good thing? Perhaps they are too busy. The creator is always busy. The creator has many things to do.
Okay, but but Idio was pretending to be my friend and not just telling me that he is there to watch over me. Isn't that mean to lie to people?
The Idio was pretending at first, perhaps. But it seems that they do care about you.
I don't know about that.
Sometimes you have to lie to protect people.
It did not seem like they wanted to lie.
Well, that's their own demon to take care of. But till then, I got his money.
Sometimes you have to lie, even though you do not want to.
You're not wrong on that. You're not wrong. But it doesn't make you a good father to lie.
Scout, where did that quote come from? Is that a direct representation of what Sera? Okay, so
Sera told Scout that.
Gotcha. Sera, you've been awfully quiet this entire time. How are you?
I think Sarah's not in this conversation fully. She has been kind of actually off finalizing her things that she was getting. So she kind of let them have their little talk.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Their little private conversation. She doesn't want to interfere on that. But she eventually will come up after some time.
Got it.
So, is everybody well equipped after an eventful afternoon?
Yeah, I mean, I got a watch and I can see that it's, and I look down at what time is it?
It's been about 45 minutes, so it's just before like 1 p.m.
Okay.
It's a long ass 45 minutes.
That was a long 45
minutes. You're sprinting.
I would agree with what?
And sometimes you must lie to protect someone.
My ears perk up a little bit on this one.
I look at Anju. That doesn't sound like Sera, does it?
Yeah, no.
Sera, give me a perception, please. As your anxiety deepens.
Yep. Suddenly, yeah. Perception, you said?
Yes, please. Sera, as you say that, before you can even make anything out, your eyes catch a figure leaning against a barrel, almost James Dean style. His hair falling over his shoulders. He's clutching onto an apple, and he's watching. It's Hal.
My man's not far away.
Fucking weirdo behavior.
Like stalker shit.
He's just watching over us, okay?
Mm-hmm. Like a dad. No, I'm just kidding. Daddy. No, I'm just kidding.
There are, I suppose, some occasions, the truth is usually very important, though, and you should make sure that you always tell the truth.
Oh yeah. When is that one time that you should lie there, Sera?
If somebody's, I don't know, dying or something, you might not want to tell them they're dying, to keep them.
Why would you not want to tell them they're dying? You must help them.
And they can get
help.
help.
What if they're in mortal danger? Wouldn't they want to know about that?
Sorry, I got that one a little late. That one registered on me late.
I do think to keep people safe, sometimes it's best for them, to be the happiest.
But there's a difference between people that deserve to be kept safe and other people, right? That's.
I think everybody deserves a chance. So, yes, but it's an interesting point of conversation that Scout brings up. Very thought-provoking.
I do not like lying.
Truly titillating.
Yes.
Scout, if you don't like lying, then you don't have to do it.
I agree, Scout. Forget what I said about lying.
You get to make your own
Have
choices.
you changed
Scout.
your mind?
Fuck it, yeah. But I say that like I don't say I feel like Anju at this point is like internally feels like I have enough of an idea what's going on, and I'm still somehow happy to be here, so I'm not really trying to deceive the little one.
Sure.
You're also like 6 cups of coffee deep. You're fucking bouncing off the wall.
I got the zoomies. I just bought a bunch of. I got the zoomies. I just bought a bunch of arrows. I just bought a bunch of daggers and a grappling hook. I've got some fucking like retail therapy running through my veins right now. So like I'm having a good time. I'm just kind of fucking around. So I'll say yeah, but like fuck it, sure. I changed my mind because now I'm just trying to see what happens when we keep changing the rules with this little thing. Like. How do they respond when I'm just like, lying's always bad now. Forget what I said before. And I'm just kind of watching intently. Welcome to real life.
Confuse Scout. There's a lot to think about. So we don't want to confuse Scout.
Yeah.
Yes, please do not confuse me.
Yes.
I just want to see Maggie's notes later.
Let's go find the old man, shall we?
Yes.
Is that
Probably can just close our eyes and walk into the building and smell him.
And as you move continuously up the steps, as you climb back to, not quite all the way to Skyway, but Upper Bridge City, you maneuver down the walkway, that bridge where you first met, where the body of Samuel Geldom had lie. Where we saw Anju have this wild leap as his body was thrown. He recovered.
Gracefully
so.
All on his own.
Not all on his own, but he recovered. And this is where you recall, again, you saw this spirit, this almost like electric drake leap from the body and bound off. Your eyes kind of follow where it went as you're remembering this, and you can see where it struck the building. It's left a score mark across the brick. But nothing else seems to be there. Nothing struck or bound to the stone. But you continue to move and maneuver through with a few people that are on the walkway before you find your way back to the Broken Anvil Tavern. Door opens. Swings inward. Cain, I'm assuming that you've returned back to where they left you.
Yeah.
The fourth mentor.
Perched in the corner.
Yep.
Probably the bottom right of the map.
Scout will like roll zoom to you.
When you arrive at the table, Scout, because the sense of smell is something devoid to you, the only thing that's noticeable is that his hair doesn't seem to be as matted, as messy. His clothes seem slightly cleaner, if not just slightly more dark, due to being damp.
What you have done with your hair?
Oh, so you noticed.
It is neat.
And so it is. How did the shopping go?
We attained all the items that were required.
Can I smell that he smells not bad?
That's a noticeable difference. Now, he does have it's slight, right? Slight odor, but it's masked by that scented bar, the lye. It's recently used soap. You're certain of it.
Do I recognize this specific smell?
I mean, there's like luxury soaps are not extremely common. If you had a luxury soap, you've come from a wealthier family. It's like a perfume thing, but.
Cain, did you use soap?
Did you bathe?
Well, I was told that if we were going on an adventure, that it would be hard to conceal myself if I had an odor.
How did you get soap?
Wow.
That's not something you can get out of the market.
One of the patrons here was kind enough to lend me a bar. Well, they were rather insistent.
So you listen to them, but not your friends.
Literally all of us.
Yeah, what the hell is that, man?
There was no time earlier. We had to leave.
I don't.
There was time to drink an entire bottle of booze and vomit on bed. No, it's fine.
Well, at least you
I
smell
didn't
better.
rifle through anyone's papers, Anju.
You know what? You're right. We're looking on the bright side.
Yes.
We're proud of you. We're happy for you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Honestly.
right. Good job, man.
Why are we happy?
All right, let's not speak of this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like embarrassed that he took a bath.
All right. We will not speak about why we are happy.
Yeah, never. We'd never do that.
Right. I wouldn't listen to them. I would, if you're happy about something, Scout, share it. Are you happy about something right now?
I'm uncertain about what you are all happy about.
He used to smell really bad, and it was disturbing to us on a spiritual level, and now he smells slightly less bad. So like our day-to-day, moment-to-moment experience is like 10 to 20% better for us.
I do not have the function of smelling.
Yeah. Be grateful that you don't, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
But he's slightly better than he was before.
I cannot smell then.
Yeah, you exactly. You
let's
are
go.
happy that you can't smell because, say it with me, Cain stinks. Smells bad. Got it.
Cain smells bad.
Yeah, there you go. Write that one down.
Put it right next to the watch. It's just as important.
Like
We'll remember that.
At this point, we would have figured out that like Scout is just making rules as they go, right? Like, I feel like I want to have figured that out by now.
I think you can figure out that Scout knows some things and is very particular about them, but is like constantly taking in things and learning things.
A little information sponge.
Yeah, you think of like a kid when they ask like why every 5 seconds. It's like that.
So you've got all of the supplies.
Yeah.
I'm
I got
set.
a watch.
What?
I got a watch, and I didn't pay for it.
That's what I said. He got a fucking watch. Insane.
We received an unfair deal. Or we received the fair deal. They received an unfair deal.
Yeah, he gave me a watch.
We are going to give the watch back.
He gave me.
We sure are.
He gave me a watch and 12 potions.
I don't know what to hear
You seem
anymore. You're
very
going to
upset about
incriminate
one
me.
of the potions.
I'm in the wrong business.
I mean, if you ever want to get into my business, just let me know, all right, bud?
I don't want to hear about your watch anymore. Clearly, you've received it through some unsavory means.
I'm just glad we solved the problem at this point.
And nobody stole anything, and that's what that matters, right, Sarah?
Yes, that's
Right.
what matters.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
I'm just a good salesman.
He sold him a premium potion.
3 of them.
Well, you'll have to show me these potions of yours soon.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, just let me know if you got anything that's wrong, and I can fix it.
Right.
So everybody's got
might I suggest that we leave before daylight so that we can cover the most ground before Ivan transforms.
So I have a question.
We have 4 days and a few hours left before we must complete our mission.
Cain, where you're sitting, are you sitting at a spot in the corner? Are you sitting closer to the door or further away from the door?
Closer to the door.
Closer to the door, so your back would be turned when they step in.
Yes.
Okay. When they arrive at this, does anybody sit down?
I'd probably sit down.
Would you sit down next to Cain or across from him?
Cross.
Okay. How about Anju, Sera, or Scout?
I'm standing.
I like ran up next to him, so I'm like standing next to.
Okay, so you're next to Cain. Sarah?
I would sit as well.
I'm standing like near the party, but like up against a wall where I can survey most of the room, including the entry point.
Ivan, Sera, Anju, perception, please.
Yay. I love rolling dice.
Fuck. I'm terrible at these, man.
You got a pocket watch.
I've got luck rerolls. Yeah, you have a luxury pocket watch because
you kind of
made
killed
it
some
through
rolls.
a gauntlet of rolls.
You ruined an old man's life today.
So and a young man's
life. This is life's work. It's different.
It's different.
So, I will say, Sera and Ivan, your rolls are not high enough. You can reroll if you'd like to.
I can.
I'll reroll.
Okay.
And we got 25 minutes, so.
That is high enough. Your DC was 16. Sera and Anju, the two of you notice that from where you're sitting, you are just catching an upper glimpse of the landing and the steps. You're getting probably like an 8 or 9 inch gap, and you can see the doors going upstairs. The two of you notice that the room that Sera and Hal have been staying in just opens up, and Miriam steps out of the room and she drops a bucket of water. It splashes slightly, and then she steps back in the room and retrieves a wash basin. And when she brings it out, she starts muttering something very loudly, like it's curse. She's cursing essentially, but she's cursing in like a familial tongue to herself. She starts waddling down the steps with this enormous basin. It's designed for a medium-sized character. She's a small-sized character. She's about 2.5 feet tall, maybe 40 pounds. And the look on her face is disgusting.
Oh,
I don't envy her position.
I feel like I should help.
Do you stand and offer assistance?
I do.
Well,
okay.
It is your room. You are responsible for it.
What? Sera just ignores him and goes to help.
Yeah.
You move up.
I'll just say, have fun.
You move up to the steps. You catch her as she hits the landing, and she's moving very, very slow. She's waddling. And when she sees you, she's, dump this outside. It's rank.
I will. I grab it from her.
And you notice that your door is open.
Mm-hmm.
The bucket, she starts going back upstairs to fetch the bucket. You can see in the bottom of this wash basin that there is moss, debris, dirt, probably like chippings of wood or hay.
Sticks, dead bugs.
Yeah, it's
a colony of frogs.
It's not clean water.
Abs.
If this were to catch a wound, someone would definitely catch something.
Ugh. And this was in my room.
Was in your room, correct. Do you wait for her to bring this bucket back down, or do you just kind of empty it outside?
I would just empty it somewhere that would not get near any people.
Sure, there is a grate outside. There is like a water runoff, particularly for this.
Does she walk past me? To go back to the front door? Is that
probably so? You're about 15 or 16 feet away from her at this point, but yeah, you make your way out. You kind of dump this in, and you give it a shake. It takes a little bit. There's like silt in the bottom, so you have to like shake it just enough so. But as you enter back in, she's coming down. She's like, why is it so bad?
I don't understand. Is there more of it up there?
And when she comes up to collect this from you, she's got the bucket sort of like shelved on her arm. It looks like a giant purse on her, but there's not much water in the bottom of it. And she collects the basin from you, and she starts waddling away, but she turns, and she gives you like the fingers, and then she points back over to your table. Stinks.
Yes. And I'm going to head over to the table, back to the table, and look at all of you. Cain, you took a bath, did you?
Was I not asked to take a bath?
Why
Am I
is
not
it
to bathe now?
Why is it that when you, one, vomited on my bed, and two, bathed in my bed, you had absolutely vile, wretched ooze coming from it?
Sera, give me a wisdom test. Click on your wisdom for me, please. Sera, you have an epiphany. It's a flashpoint in your mind. Cain was alone in your bedroom.
So was Miriam.
He was alone in my bedroom, and
You haven't had a chance to view your bedroom
was there
yet.
anything? You went into my room.
Well, it was open, and I simply requested a bath.
You weren't able to get your own room.
Why? We have a room.
Anything of interest while you were there?
Yeah. Anything of
did you-
interest?
Did you not see the bucket?
Yes. What? Why was the bucket disgusting?
I cleaned myself.
What is
Yeah,
what
it
are
was
you made
advanced
of?
though. Yeah, it was advanced filth.
What are you made of? Why
Maybe
are
some
you?
advanced darkness.
Why do you reek of acidic nature?
Told you I lived aloof for the past few decades.
Was it you said your cave burned down? Isn't that?
Well,
Those
I
your words?
had a little hovel set up in the corner of a cave. Everything caught fire, and I was forced to leave. Have you ever been in a cave filled with smoke? It's awful. You can't breathe. You have to crawl on the ground.
Yeah, but caves
Nearly
don't.
died.
They're made of stone. Like eventually they stop burning.
But I had nothing left.
Hmm.
My moss bed, my studies, everything up in flames.
You slept on moss?
It's the most comfortable thing, naturally, in
What
abundance.
is wrong with sleeping on moss?
Scout, you don't sleep.
I do not sleep, but many druids sleep on moss.
Well,
I was
like
forced to go
They're
into
right.
the forest every now and then.
Ooh, Scout, will save, please.
Will save.
Will save.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
What?
13? I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
What are you, Cain? That is the question.
That's the most ominous thank you I've ever heard in my life.
I'm a human. Would you like to inspect me yourself?
I'd rather not, since you reek of ooze.
I do not reek anymore.
You?
I mean, you reek less.
Scout is going to inspect you if you allow.
Me?
You did offer.
Yeah. Scout will inspect
Yeah,
you.
he doesn't care. He thinks he's completely normal.
Yes, Scout, perhaps you should take a
What would
look.
I need to roll to examine examine them?
What do you want to find out? What are you trying to
Yeah, how do
determine?
we?
Is he made of any property that isn't
It smells so bad. She thinks I'm like.
Of not of this earth.
is he secretly an ooze or something?
Sure, I mean,
like a slime
That's
man?
my question.
Scout,
I'll examine him.
I
What am
hope
I
not.
examining him for?
abnormalities.
Yes, any sort of abnormalities that you wouldn't find in a normal human.
I will warn you. I am naked under my clothes.
Yeah.
This
So
does
are
not
we, old
bother
man.
me. It is the best form to examine you.
All right.
so do you just like, do you strip here? Or
Yeah, like where is this happening?
do you start going back upstairs?
He'll climb up on the fucking table and start stripping.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps we
He
should
does-
go upstairs.
They want to make a spectacle of it?
Yeah, you want to go
Perhaps,
back to
like-
your room?
He is shameless.
Did anybody buy a smoke bomb?
Sir, do you
No.
stop them at all? Like, is this something you're just like, no? Let's just
no,
let it play out.
I will stop it. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Just thank you,
Damn
Scout.
people need to make up your mind.
Thank you, Scout, for your help.
Take a bath. Don't take a bath.
It's just-
Take your clothes off.
I
Don't take
agree.
your clothes
Lie,
off.
do not
I would
lie.
love for you to
Lying's
take your
okay.
clothes off.
Lying is not okay.
It is just unnatural. The fact that Miriam is going up and down carrying multiple buckets of filth. That is
You
not
know what
normal.
else is unnatural? When a dragon-marked person consorts with your kind. It's not allowed. It's unnatural.
What does the
Oh.
bucket smell like to me? As it what
It's
what
not
do I
there. It's
smell?
been removed. It's since
Yeah, but-
Miriam has collected it.
Sure.
I mean, if you had to guess, based on Cain, it smells like refuse. It smells like a cave, but with also at a bonfire at the same time. It's not a great odor. It's something you don't want to surround yourself with.
It was worse until we were in the rain the other night.
True.
Once you smell a certain way, you just get used to it.
Yeah.
You it's just, there's no one around to tell you to clean yourself. He gets it now that multiple people have talked shit.
Ivan, at this point, Ivan, you are well aware enough. You've picked up on this. Cain he's bathed himself. Sera has made the accusation that he has been in her room. Ivan, you sort of assisted in a bit of a scene that involved the belongings to the elf named Hal. Sera is hyper focused on the lazy, this moment of him being clean, but you, as the kind of person that you are, do you have that thought that maybe Cain would have rifled through their belongings?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the opportunity to bring it up. You like me to do that?
Hey, it's your call. Like that, there are these moments where this man's about to get up naked on the table, and
listen, Cain, I'm all for you getting naked. I'll get naked with you. I mean, you've seen me naked, so why? It's only fair. You said that you were
both of you.
Fair.
That won't be necessary, Scout. It's fine.
I'm curious though, Cain. You were up in Sera's room alone.
Yes, and so was Miriam.
That's her job.
Well,
Her room.
Was Sera and Hal's belongings there?
Well, I hardly noticed.
I think it may
give me
have
a
been
fucking, give me a bluff. Holy shit.
That's great.
You got rerolls. Do you keep the 7?
The 7 was
I'm
perfect
keeping
for how
it.
you said
Okay,
it.
give me a sense motive.
Give me a fucking bluff, he said. You
If some of
absolute
them-
buffoon.
Oh,
What? That's not okay.
that is wild. 7,
You had a
7,
plus
7.
6.
What?
Jackpot, dude.
Oh
Jackpot.
my god.
Oh, he had a
Mine's a
plus
crit
6.
fail, too.
I've
You
been-
guys can't re-roll those. That's too good.
Do you? I mean, you guys had 5 luck rerolls. Do you use them?
I don't have 5 anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to use mine.
Okay.
Holy crap. 23.
Sera, it clicks.
Cain.
Hello.
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 You went through the things, didn't you? Don't
I would never.
As a seeker of knowledge.
don't
Ooh.
be coy with
Bluff
me.
again?
You
Or
have
is that
reason-
The other bluff count.
You have your DC is
No
it looks like it's an
shot.
18, but it's lower because you have a reason for disbelief now. So
Okay.
you're going to get a bonus to whatever you roll, Sera.
Oh,
Okay.
I know who's. Yeah.
Your bonus, yeah, you didn't need
Yeah.
a bonus.
Let's go.
Cain. Going through people's things is a crime.
Unless you share it with
That's what I
everyone.
always say.
Unless you share
Oh,
it right
is
now
it?
out loud.
Are we speaking of crimes now?
Is this where we're going with this, Cain?
Please, Cain, go there. Go there, Cain.
Now, which do you think the Sergeant Dolan would care more about? An illegal partnership of 2 people, or a homeless, poor old man rifling through some strangers' things?
You weren't supposed to rifle through those things. They weren't yours. I guess this is just a free invitation for me to rummage through all of your possessions at any moment. Or anybody here at the
I have
table.
none. You already have them.
Be my guest.
Yeah, but I would love to know what was in Hal's possessions specifically.
Well, for the right price, I might be able to help.
25 gold.
I was going to ask for 5.
20 gold.
I mean, I guess you don't need an hourglass anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you accept? Do you say? Do you accept this?
I accept down to 20. I put it down to 20 after he said 5. So
How is he gonna go lower on me?
I said 20. I misspoke. I said 20. I said 20. And I'll show you my potions at a later date when it's more appropriate.
You got to deal.
All right. Minus 20.
Subtract 20 from yours. Add 20 to yours.
Should I whisper it into your ear?
No, I would love for everybody to hear it.
Oh, well, Hal is doing some reconnaissance work on Anju.
I knew it! I fucking knew it!
And yeah, it's...
Sorry.
It's what you pay for.
And let me just to be clear. Sera, you knew this.
I was aware.
There were many papers, but I couldn't read some of the languages.
I was aware, and Scout saw, and I told Scout that this is one of those things to keep from people, to keep them safe.
Anju has like a
just
deep,
admitting it all.
Anju just has like a deep-seated moment of realization of like what he told Scout before, and just like, oh, okay, yeah, that.
I'm sorry. Scout
sense.
was clearly having a struggle with it, so Scout was trying to like vocalize to you all.
Should we really tell Scout though the reasoning why you did this?
Why I told Scout not to say anything?
Yeah.
Honestly, I wasn't trying to intentionally keep it from you because I'm on Hal's side. I'm not on his side. I don't agree with the things that he does.
It's love.
Unless
Love is a lie.
I don't think it is. Not for Sera.
I was going to try to... I wanted to see if I could figure it out, and I wasn't going to let him kill you or do anything horrible to you, Anju.
what? First of all, that's my only question. Is he gonna?
He said that he wasn't going to kill you yet.
That doesn't inspire confidence.
I would like to belly laugh at that moment.
I think he was just trying to. I don't know who hired him. Anju, clearly that means.
I think I know. I have a few guesses.
Well, I don't know what you did in your life to have people.
I didn't do anything. All right, I was a perfectly above the board, loyal
thief.
You were
You're
thief.
not going to be a
Merchant.
liability.
Animal eater.
Merchant.
This is
Animal eater. I'm a
Baker
person.
extraordinaire.
Well, I'm a cat person. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean,
I came here to start a new life. I have no quarrel with any of you, good sir knights. I'm just trying to make a buck. I've been fucked over in my past by people who I thought were my friends, and they weren't. And apparently, there are people that are interested in that past. I've never stolen from anyone that didn't deserve it. If I did, you can't prove it. I've never done anything morally wrong. All right?
I offer some wisdom.
I'm animals. Sorry.
If you are going to try to start your life over, you can't leave any loose ends or the rope will follow.
Sometimes when you burn off the ends of your rope, somebody else grabs it and pulls it along without your permission. That's just how it goes. That's why I moved to a new city.
Or they cast Featherfall as you're falling.
That was all me, and we know that.
Is that why you gave me money for it?
I pitied you, obviously.
Oh,
So
I
sticky.
see. Well, the next time I'll have to not take pity on you when you're falling.
I am deeply sorry, Anju. I mean it.
It's fine, I get it. It's fine, I get it. He's not gonna kill. You don't think he's gonna kill me? You said you wouldn't let him kill me.
I am not going to let him kill you. You have my word.
All right.
Yes, I think it would be a good idea not to have an assassin on our trail when we're trying to fulfill these requirements for our...
No shit, old man. Nobody's saying that's good. We're having a thing right now. Can you butt out?
Fine.
The door to the tavern is peeled open rather abruptly so. You overhear this brief... Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Forgive me. No, it's all right. I got it. You go first. And you see a man walk in. Darkened cape, pulled up tightly so. He glances around briefly. He doesn't catch you. It's Hal. He's ascending the steps. Steps behind him. Idio.
Oh, shit.
He walks in. He looks to his left and right. Miriam, did he show up? And he looks over. Right. And he walks over to you immediately seeing you, Ivan. And he's like, look, we got to talk.
That we do, man. That we do.
All right. So I'm going to put it out there. And, Cain offered me some really good advice. Stinky Sage, he's got a reel. Okay, follow what he says. Man knows a lot.
I like that name. Wait, no, that's good.
Look, your dad had a guy who approached me like 7 or 8 months ago, and he was like, hey, follow this guy and we're gonna pay you. And I didn't know it was your dad or like anybody that worked for your dad. And I was like, yeah, I need the money. I can't like eat. I haven't eaten. You know what it's like to like need to eat, right? Like I give you a lot of money, right, to eat. Yeah. And I didn't know. And then I found out it was you, and then I felt really like bad. And then I got to know you, and I was like, oh, he's like cool dude. He's like really cool dude. And then I started feeling really bad, and then I kept taking the money because like I still had to eat, and then you kept bumming money off of me, and then I was making sure you were eating too, and we were just eating all of our money, and you're
eating food,
bro. I like you, and I want to be your friend. And I don't want to take money anymore, but I have to or I can't eat.
Figured that because the pouch you gave me is my dad's.
Shit. Oh, he told me to get rid of that.
Yeah. I mean, they're not the smartest bunch. They were just rich, right?
Okay, like your dad's guys are kind of like dicks, though. Really, they're like
I grew up with my dad, and I think I probably have spoken like 100 words to him total in my entire fucking life. I'm 35 years old. Like,
y'all just gotta hash it out, man. Like, I'm tired of being a lackey, and like the money's good, but like,
you know who needs to hash it out though? Us, bud. And I'm glad that we're doing this. I am, because I was actually I was wrong about you. I said that you were a shitty salesman. You know who I ran into today?
Well, I didn't take offense to it because like I know I'm not a shitty salesman. I might be like not like a really good friend, but I'm a pretty good salesman.
No, but dude, I ran into the clockmaker, the guy who makes pocket watches.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh man, big hit,
dude. I scammed him out of your stuff.
How did you do that?
So
I already sold him like 2 months supply.
Yeah, you sold him 13, right?
Yeah, it was like a record.
But I was gonna try to sell to him because I needed a watch because I need to know when it's nighttime just because I get scared of the light.
Right.
Yeah, you know how it is.
No,
and so I needed a watch, but I didn't have the money for it because they're like $250, right? They're insanely expensive. Right. And so I was like, what if I give you some potions? And I was gonna like give him the whole spiel, and then he was like, "No, I got a bunch in the bag. I got Idio, Mr. Tisk, giving me all of this stuff."
I know, right? He calls me Mr. Tisk. That's like the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
So I told him that you sold him jank. He gave them all back to me.
Whoa!
And a watch. And I open up my bag and I show him.
That's great news for you. That's really not great news for me.
No. Here, listen. I owe you I owe you a lot. Take all of the can I keep like 5 cents, five gold? I might just need it, but like take 90 back. I feel bad. Seriously. And anytime that he comes to me in the future to re-up, I got you.
Man.
But seriously, that's impressive. I've never seen a sale that big, like just off of a guy that high brow. He sells fucking watches for 250 gold a piece.
Did Hal and Idio come down together or just happen to come down at the same time?
It just like happenstance, same time. Hal's gone upstairs.
Okay.
And Idio broke way immediately to you guys. And
they came into the tavern.
Yeah.
And then they
split.
Okay. Well, I'm just so people aren't worried about like what Anju is doing because Hal's in the room. Like I'm not gonna run away or anything.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna run away or anything at this point because I feel like I know enough and I feel like I can play it cool. So I'm just gonna kind of like, cool, like wanna be cool guy.
Sure.
Like, hood up.
Gotcha.
Just kind of like looking down. I'm keeping an eye on Hal, but I'm not freaking out at this point because I feel like I know enough.
Listen, I could give you 95 gold back or 90 gold back because I just need a little bit. Or I got 14 flasks on me right now. I can give you 4 of them. If you can push them as hard as you can, that's 280.
I know, but is that right? That math doesn't seem good. I don't look.
Not a pop.
It's listen. That was like the only sale I've had, and it was gonna get me a promotion. So I'm glad that you got a sale, but like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's not good, right? Like I was having the good stuff because like I made that big sale, and then like everything bad happened, right? And like I thought I lost my friend, but now I'm probably gonna lose my job. And
no. Because what I did is I got him sold on the premium package.
What? We've got a premium package?
No, we don't. Imagine that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Cain's
if
just
he starts
staring him
buying double,
down.
I can get you your cut, and we could write it off as a double sale between both of us.
You're my best friend.
I don't even know. I just hug him like violently and hard.
It's a vicious like bro hug. Yeah. Like it's not even like hand across. It's like fists on back.
You hear the slaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
We both
from over Idio's shoulder. I can make eye contact with Ivan while he's desperately hugging this person.
Yeah.
I'm like
tears in my eyes,
giving this look of like BFFs, huh?
Yeah.
So honor among thieves.
What do you need, man? Do you want the potions? Do you want some money? What do you need to get by?
You know what? I'm still probably gonna lose my job, but like I got my friend back, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next month when your dad's guy comes through. Like, do I keep telling him stuff?
Yeah. If they're paying you to watch me, that means they're not watching you, which means we can feed them whatever we want. We can tell them that you fucked me and that you're gonna get the golden goose
that didn't
information.
happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
No. You can tell them, hey, I think that I can get romantic with him so I can get closer, but you need more money.
Whoa, isn't that bad though? That's like lying.
Yeah, but they're being mean to you, so why not be mean back?
I mean, like they're dicks, but like that's good money.
Can I tell you how much my dad is worth? And I whisper in like an astronomical number in his ear.
That's not a number. You just made that up. That's not even a real word.
It's lifetimes worth of money for a person even his status. Take the money from them. You need it, they don't. They won't even remember that it's gone.
No, I could buy like a bunch of clothes with that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can finally like get out of these leather overalls that you describe me wearing all the time.
Listen, I think that the leather overalls, I think that they don't accentuate what is good looking about you. You know?
Thanks, man. Like I've been working on like these inner ab things here on the side. You know, like people seem to like those. Yeah, but yeah, it's hard. I don't know. It's something I'm still trying to do. I'll figure it out. Hey, look, whatever happens. I got your back. Okay, as long as you got mine, I feel like we're basically unstoppable.
I mean, yeah. like lock arms, we could run out of this place and bowl through 100 people.
That's a lot. But I'd try.
I just love that he gets impressed with people. You just say any big number, and he's just like, "Whoa, I imagined that."
Big number.
Well, like,
listen, bro, you just let me know what you need, and I got you. All right.
Right. Thanks, man. Thanks. If you know where to find me. I'm like dorm 3 doors down. You know what I'm saying? Like you can find me. Well, I mean, most of the times, like sometimes I gotta eat, and like I'm still trying to work on that whole like angle of like sleeping with people thing. It's still morally like there's a weird ground there, and I'm just not into it yet.
So you weren't actually sleeping with the guy upstairs?
No, dude, he was old and old, and I'm just not about it.
I mean,
to the
sale.
I mean, if he was hot, you know, and then the money was really good, right? You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think is like hot? You know,
I don't know, like you're pretty hot, but like I'm not into you like that. Like you're not my type. And you know, like you, and he points to Sera. It's like you're like really hot, and that dude's definitely not because he's also old. You smell a lot better, by the way. Nice job.
I had an inkling that you did you give him that soap?
There was I did. How did you know?
That's the soap that I gave you.
So
nice. I smelled it and I was like, where the fuck did you get rich people soap?
Yeah, well, okay, so like he needed it though, like really bad.
No, I offered it to him, and then you started barging on my door, and I felt.
And I don't know, I don't know about you, Mr. Catman. Like I don't know. Like exploration's cool though, right? Like,
I mean, he is like a 10-foot tall cat, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, like you're built different, right? So, like I'm not opposed to trying, but yo, like there was somebody. Did you see the dude walk in with me? That dude was like, whoo, he was different caliber.
I think I could land him.
Different caliber, man.
I think I could land him, honestly.
Oh shit, here he comes. And Hal is moving down the stairs with noticeable disdain on his face. He stops 4 steps up, and he just glances around before his eyes trace over to your group.
Oh gosh, here we go. Well, things. So I hope you're ready to explain.
What are we explaining?
Explaining that you all are
How Idio and Ivan are friends now?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go.
Explaining how you provided us access to your domicile.
Hal steps over to the table. Well, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
You seem
Salutations.
No, I'm not on any more of an edge than I suppose anyone else could be.
I am not on an edge. I am on a floor.
For now.
Is talking in circles your job? Like, is that your occupation? What you went to school for?
People seem to like that, yes.
Nobody likes that. People entertain that because you're hot.
Oh, so you admit it now.
Sorry.
Now that I'm not a huge fan of your work.
What was that?
Pardon?
I'm a huge fan of your work.
What work is that?
You tell me.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar and order a 7th cup of coffee.
As you begin to walk away, he leans in your direction and he goes, "I don't think so." I noticed my things had been moved in my room. I didn't move them. I also noticed that there was a significant and fresh, pungent aroma that lurked in my room. I also noticed the sheets had been changed.
I cannot smell, but it has been notified to all of us that our dear friend here, Cain, has taken a bath in your room.
That's so.
And apparently it was smelly. And now he is smelly sage.
He also threw up in there.
Sera, you notice his right hand sweep up under his cape, traditionally where a guard would keep a blade of some sort.
Oh dear.
And what did you discover?
Oh dear.
His eyes move to Anju.
That now, Cain does not smell, although I do not
And this is where I call
smell,
tonight's
so
session.
I cannot confirm.
Oh god. Oh god.
Wow.
Sarah's just like sitting there in like a hole of shame and guilt and doesn't know what to do right now.
I doesn't even care about the smell.
Tracy's just like slowly melting from the camera.
I mean, honestly, Scout bought me precious
crumbling.
seconds. So
This is all crumbling.
to be fair, I haven't done anything.
You're fine. It's fine.
He's gonna hate me. You guys are gonna die. Everything's gonna end.
No, I'm gonna patch it up so nice for you next week.
I mean, Scout's telling them what they know, and it is the truth.
Well, guys, that makes for episode 3. We are.
Sure
I know.
fucking does.
I know that this is. What I'm about to say next is probably going to be very surprising, but this is the halfway point for our game.
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes or something, right?
Yeah. So I hope that if everybody has been enjoying the experience thus far, you guys continue coming back there and after. We'll take after this game has ran its duration, we'll take a hiatus so that the players can make the decision if they want to come back to run in more sessions with their character or with something new, or maybe not at all because they decide that I've got a stupid face. So
That's not true. That is never the decision.
Wow.
we're gonna give these guys an opportunity at telling us about them, what they're doing, where they're going, and how we can find them. We're gonna start with Cobalt. Tell us about your boss. You're up.
Hey, I'm Cobalt. I play lots of indie, roguelike, adventure, strategy, RPG stuff, and I'm live a lot on my Twitch channel. And yeah, I play D&D with Mr. Bubs here, and I have a lot of fun. And that's about it. You can follow my channel. Find me at like 5-6 p.m. most days on CobaltStreak on Twitch. Hope to see you there.
Cool. Perfect. That's amazing. Next, we have sweating bullets herself. Tracy. Tell us about you. What do you, where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. I am Tracy. You can find me at There's music playing. Or is that in the?
Yeah,
okay, is that the guy
started playing
I
it.
suddenly heard music and I was like, "Is that me?" Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Tracy. You can find me at Miss Magitech or MagiRPG on Twitch. I stream tabletop games multiple days a week, and yeah, that's everything for me.
Incredible. Tell us about you. Woo. When you're not Scout, what are you doing, and where can we find you?
Scout and other things. No, I'm just kidding. I am MargaretKrohn. You can find me on the internets at MargaretKrohn in all the places except for TikTok. I'm MargaretKrohn1337 because someone stole my name. And they won't give it to me. And I do lots of things. Normally on Tuesdays. Well, next Tuesday I will be over on Roll For It, and Thursday as well. So Tuesdays and Thursdays I Roll For It at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm a GM for a Fablecraft game on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays I play another Pathfinder game where I play a Kitsune, which is really fun. And she can like see space and time. It's nuts. And I am doing a few other projects, so stay tuned for those. Outside of that, I also make games and video games for a living, and I'm currently working on a project called Ashes of Creation, which you can find at Ashes of Creation in all of the places. And that's me. And my room is slowly looking like there's nothing in it because I'm moving. I'm moving to a new house, so you're just gonna slowly see it'll just be me and like a tiny mic later at some point.
Ivan Freely, the FrostPrime. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Cobalt, but smaller. Yeah, I also
And
play
more
roguelikes
creative.
Shit. I mean, yeah, Cobalt does keep yoinking my ideas and making them also fun, and I love that shit.
He
I
apparently
absolutely love-
has like a $5,000 hot dog couch.
The couch.
It's, like,
You see this right here? It's literally the couch.
Wow.
Yeah.
it's a hot dog?
Do you not
It
see
is.
it?
I
It's a
can't
hot
really
dog.
tell. It's kind of
Custom made
blurry.
in Italy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
What?
it's probably blurry because it was made in
Yes.
Italy and shipped over here. Yeah. No, but
Why?
yeah. Cobalt actually like brought me on here, so I owe everything to him because this is so unbelievably fun. Yeah, I'm twitch.tv/FrostPrime_. Play a lot of roguelikes and shit.
Perfect. Ben, when you're not having a giggle fit all game. 'cause-
I think you broke Ben at one point.
It was all very funny. It was all I was laughing out of character. And then at one point I was just laughing in character. It's great. It's just funny shit. I'm sorry, but I am BenBriggs. I'm a full-time musician. I also run a record label and events company called Tiny Waves. So if you Google Tiny Waves, you can see what we're up to. I'm a variety streamer. I mostly hang out in the retro category. So if you like, I'm getting ready to beat Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know. I like Tetris 99, blah, blah, blah. Looking at doing like Minish Cap, whatever. It's twitch.tv/MargaretKrohn. I am planning to do Mario RPG in the future, and I want to do all of the Mario RPG series. So like all the Paper Marios that are JRPGs, and then also the Mario and Luigi series. But point being, twitch.tv/BenBriggs live, and I am currently composing the music for a VR game called Throwback. That if you search Throwback VR, you can find the trailer for it. It comes out in July. We're going to be launching in Steam Early Access in July, and I'm writing a full-length video game soundtrack for that.
It's like Violent Paperboy.
It is, yeah. It is Paperboy in VR. So just imagine an on-rails shooter where you're throwing newspapers and creating combos, and the soundtrack that they've hired me to make is sort of 90s rock and roll, pop punk, combined with different eras of chiptunes. So different subgenres of rock and roll from the 90s, hence the Nirvana shirt, and combined with different chiptune sort of sound sets from the 80s and 90s. But I do a lot of stuff. It's BenBriggs live on Twitch. It's Google me, BenBriggs, everywhere else. I'm just happy to be here. Y'all are so much fun. That's it.
Well, that leaves me. You guys already know what I'm about. I'm Bub. I play games, make voices loud, and I'm trying to keep stuff like this going. This has been a lot of fun for me. We may be halfway done, but it only gets to keep going if the players are having a good time and the show keeps growing. So let your friends know. Tell people in whatever Discord you're a part of. Grab them, have them come out and laugh with us because, well, that's what seems to be happening right now. And I'm glad that everybody's enjoying the NPCs for what they are. And I hope that you guys come back and see us literally another time. I'm working on a new game coming up soon. It's going to be a Vaesen experience. I've made that decision as of yesterday. So if you like spooky and cozy horror as a tabletop game, then it might be for you. So thank you guys for absolutely everything. I love your faces. Do what you do. Stay safe. Stay nerdy. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.